It might be like kind of like resident sleeper for some people, but it's very good advice that will help you greatly throughout life, especially if you do it early. But the biggest thing is just to remember,
pushing armory wall.
There's always that temptation, like, oh, like I have a $2,000 credit limit. Fuck it, I could build a sick PC right now. Like you have to like remove that temptation, right? Like you need to be like, okay, I'm treating this as a debit card. You know, that's how credit card companies make. They make money two ways. They charge stores when you swipe a card. So the businesses pay like a little bit of money, like a small percentage. When
security's clear.
And then the other way they make money is when people are like, fuck it, I can afford a computer that's fucking $3 grand. I got a $3 grand credit limit. And then they get, you know, $3 grand worth of debt and they pay 30% interest. Just treat the credit card as a debit card.
Good to push in there. Hold that. Someone watch my door. Let me see if they're tricking.
Right. I mean, like I said, I don't know a ton about cards, but it seems like I know there's like the Amazon card. There's like the Chase Freedom card is a good card that I know of.
Okay, here I'm getting the far left wall.
Right, left. Okay.
Yep. Go for it. Oh, he got it.
Got my drone too.
Get the wall.
Is there a guy half wall?
Hold on, let me. A drone.
Flank drone.
They have two maestro cams. No one half wall. He's by the shield.
Get that maestro.
No, I whiffed on this guy. He's behind the shield. Yeah. Oh, I didn't think he was gonna swing like that.
Yo, half wall. One half wall.
A gas card. The biggest. I'm watching your flank.
Yo, I'll buck him. Oh shoot.
Hold on. Let me see if he's. No, he's not half wall anymore. Not half wall. He crossed back.
Okay.
He slammed me.
Yo, Jaeger's flanking.
It's a necessary. 90. He's not minor though. It's not even a necessary. It's like not even an evil. It's just taking advantage of it properly. It's just taking advantage of the system that's in place.
We have been eliminated.
Where did that guy run out from? What?
Target store cards give you great discounts, but they use it as a way to gather information on popular items people are purchasing so they can adjust the pricing on items to make a better profit.
Yo,
You assume other companies use the same mindset, maybe? No, what do you mean?
Did you use them or not?
I used them, yeah. I cleared the
okay.
ADS on the shield. That's how we grenaded that guy. And I used the other two on the wall.
All right, that's all good. I thought you had EMPs left.
No. Credit cards aren't necessary. It would literally be negligent to not use a credit card, in my opinion. It would you would literally be like handicapping yourself by not using one.
Open armory wall up and then just do a B plant.
We need to locate a bomb.
All right.
They're definitely necessary. Like they start to build your credit,
like first step,
and as long as you pay it off every month, it's the same thing as a debit card, but it gives you free money and it gives you fraud protection. Like you are literally like actively handicapping yourself in life by not getting one.
They're reinforcing armory wall.
It's literally free money. It is actually just free money. Like most of them just give you like 1-2% back for free.
Up top if you guys want.
And if you were gonna pay it on a debit card or with cash, you could pay it with a credit card and then just immediately pay the credit card off and then pay no interest and get all the benefits.
I got one.
They didn't even reinforce.
Then okay.
Dude, we don't have hard.
You will either find this out now, do your own research and find this out now, or you will find it out later.
Yeah. Yeah, no one's in security.
Never pay it all off, it actually drops the score. Not true.
No one 90.
I have literally never carried a credit card balance in my entire life, and I have like fucking outstanding credit.
Here, I could run you into office.
That is definitely not true. You pay your credit card off fully every single month.
No one in office. They're not playing office at all. They're playing arcade.
I'm coming.
Yeah, there's a Mozzie on the door.
I've had a credit card for what 11 years now. I've literally never once had a late payment or paid a single cent of interest, and I've got like
I'm getting shot
thousands
from
and
our
thousands and thousands of dollars back in like points.
Vault spot.
And like
I think he
extra
vaulted
war-
over.
and plus
I think
like
it's in office, in office,
the value
in
of having
office.
like extra warranty protection and like all that kind of shit.
Bomb has been located.
Yo, he flanked. He flanked in detention, man.
Oh, my drone, bro.
Two customs.
One's in armor.
There's one, yeah.
Right, free flights.
There's one office.
Being spotted.
Right. Okay, there's a guy by Mini. Or
Oh, guy above. Jaeger above.
oh my god,
Friendly, last
what's
operator
going on? We're throwing. It's all good.
We don't have a heart breach. That's what's going on.
God damn it.
All friendlies have been
Right.
eliminated.
That just can't happen. He was literally just. You were in the small office. He just flanked me, and
I don't even know
Yeah.
what drone.
I was the only one on the hatch, and I was getting droned into office, so we didn't have hatch control at that point.
yeah, I was in supply and just walked through customs.
Oh, let's get this one round at least. I'll take Thermite. Someone take Thatcher. Yeah, credit cards are kind of weird. So like all the money, the way you're saying it skips a month. So like all the money you spend for
They're
one
probably
month,
going customs, so
all the money you spend for 1 month then goes
Oh,
on
I
a
can push
statement, and
armory,
then you normally pay it
archive.
like 25 days later. So like all of my December
Yeah,
expenses,
I
I
think that's
won't
the
pay
play. I
them
think
until
we take
January
office,
like
armory
25th or
side,
so.
and then we push the upstairs like outside armory customs wall. You know what I'm saying?
Buy a car on a
We open
credit
that up
card,
and
drive
then
it to
play
another
that window.
country on another continent. You can't buy cars on
It's
credit
super hard to
cards.
play
Yeah.
customs if you have that wall open.
yeah.
Thanks for talking about this. Sometimes it
Yeah,
helps
like
a lot for people who are not familiar with it. Yeah, and
Yeah, we
try
do.
to. I
Who
know
wants to
like a
hold
lot of
each
streamers
there?
don't, but
Whole
it
round?
helps. It
wanna
will
do
help
it?
you
I guess I
immensely
can
in
do
life.
it.
You will say you don't need a credit card, but it definitely helps if you're responsible
Alright,
to
I'll do
ways
it.
to gain credit. But some
Yo,
of these kids,
I'm gonna
I mean,
spawn over here. Can you spawn over here?
you don't.
Yep.
A credit card is like the basis for credit, and
so-
it's just like it's
Fine.
free money. It's literally just
I'm gonna.
It's literally
go
just
up
you
to
get
AC,
the
we can
rewards
go
that you
through,
get back for
office.
using a card and just paying the balance off every month is just free money, and it builds your credit
Drop the
for
fuser,
free.
drop the fuser on you.
Just don't carry a
Just
balance. Pay it off every month, and that's it.
Your mission is to
You will
locate
like literally get,
You'll drop the diffuser.
like I said, over the course of the past 11 years, I have like thousands of
George and,
dollars in points
Justin,
that I
can you
just
guys run up
redeemed
top
for
first?
like
He's spawn killing.
free
Before you
like
open the
just
wall?
for spending. Not spending any extra money or anything. We should not listen. We're gonna open the walls. Don't join up top yet. Open the walls first. We're getting way too distracted and like going everywhere right now. Let me drone this out. It's muted right now.
It's a drone.
All right, I'm opening
Go in
it.
office here.
Yeah, we do.
Archive is cleared. Fountain. He's in fountain. He's in fountain. He's stuck there. I'm holding him.
There's a guy in the office.
Yeah, guy in detention. Where Justin? He's to the left. He's like by this little rotate. Yeah, you could drone hole him. You could drone hole this guy.
I'm droning archive again.
He's in that detention
100%
drone hole.
I
Don't
can
drone him.
drone hole.
Don't drone him. Don't drone him.
I don't know what this guy is.
Yeah, he might have moved.
All right, can you thatch your passport wall?
Yeah, give me one
Yo,
sec. I
armory
might
clear.
die in this fight.
Armory clear. I'm throwing a 90.
Okay, yo, there's a Jaeger outside of passport.
Where's the guy?
Careful.
There's.
East?
Yeah.
Do you have a hole in office wall that I need to know
Yeah,
about?
he's still east by the boxes. He's
Yeah, I'm
east.
pushing.
Okay, no, he's not behind boxes anymore. He was east though, still.
He's activating, man. Already shot it. Already shot it. Guys, why are we going on the opposite side of the map? Just go for the fucking
We're
site.
clearing this.
You don't
We're
need to
clearing
clear
above,
it. You don't need to clear office. So this is such like an irrelevant position. Just go for the site. That's it. Get monitor control. Open the wall and plant the bomb. They cannot do anything.
They
You
have
do
a
not.
pop
We
control.
do not need office at all. But listen, we can do whatever you guys want. I'm on a second account, so I don't care that much. But if you actually want to win, we do not need to go for office. Just get like vague monitor control. Open the wall and plant stock. There's like 4 people roaming. There's 1 dude on site. Just open the walls and plant. That's it. We'll win every round. We're splitting up, and that's why we're losing. We're trying to take way too much map control that we don't need.
We'll say that at the beginning of the round then, because he already called what we're doing, and then you say it after the round's over.
I said let's just get the walls open and go for it. In the middle of the round, everyone just kept taking offices. I don't know. I mean, we're just whatever, but we're we want to win. There's no point in time where you need to take that map control.
Secure the bombs. ATS deployed and ready to go.
I don't know what is going on, dude. We are trying to take like full map control like every round, which we do not fucking need.
Yo, there's a Twitch drone on archive back. Shoot at somebody. It's on ping. It might go into archive. It's just stuck there.
Down to 10 seconds.
I got it.
5 seconds left. Locate a bomb.
This is the weirdest chat experience you had this year. Well, I try to do like stuff like this once in a while because this is stuff that I wish that I knew when I was younger. Like I kind of like vaguely knew about it, but I had to like go through the process and like learn it myself. Right? I figured it out because this kind of shit. I was like, well, I'm gonna did all my research and shit like that. And,
Trying to get the wall.
Are they
yeah, they're
repelling
trying to get the
west?
wall right now.
One outside AC.
That was Blackbeard?
The AC.
Or that was Thatcher, I think. That was Thatcher. That was
Not
Thatcher.
AC.
Trying to get the wall, but
Custom Thatcher open. Can I rotate inside? I killed Thatcher. You can put your battery down.
I'm below with a C4.
still.
It's 90. There's Zoe here. One outside
There's
AC.
a cap at the door.
That's AC.
If you remain in this zone,
Thermite's dead.
Op 4, last stop standing.
That's one.
Fall back.
Break or
Nice.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Thought I saw his head over here, but I guess not.
I mean, you learn stuff in school, but yeah, like this is. I feel like there should be like a course in college. It would be nice that they teach people that's like a basic like, hey, like here's like basic life shit and how it works. Because normally what you end up going through is you have to. There's always like the vague idea about shit about how things work, and then you have to do like a ton of fucking research and like some trial and error to figure out like what the best course of action is.
Not working.
And even then, it's not like, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm just
Yeah, like in
being
high
glad.
school. Yep.
Shooting people.
Secure the bombs.
Well, I mean, it's like what you do
I
is you
like
normally
doing stuff
end
like
up.
that, but everyone else be on the same page, or is it just one?
Well,
I
it's-
agree. We're overthinking it.
It's just hard to
just
it's just
overthinking
hard to do that in ranked. Like it doesn't really
I think it's
work.
fun to do it. I think it's
But-
fun to do it like that, but everyone has to be on the same page. And it doesn't always-
Looking how they set up, I do agree. Like we were overthinking it because they like when they opened up the wall, Justin got a pick right away. Like there was probably literally one guy in sight. I don't even think they had holes above. Like,
Yeah.
but-
That's what I'm like. The thing is, normally,
Rick's overthinking.
normally the reason you would take like that, right, is because they're holding above with holes above,
5 seconds to
with like rotations back in. But like these guys had none of that. They're just running around like morons.
attempt to defuse your bombs.
So
Yo, can you get the headshot noises?
Yeah, that guy's obviously in your screen.
Which one, Uzi? He always is. Is that it?
No, the Lean kid said that they're the hack saying that Lean is hacking in Justin's chat.
Oh.
It must be in there.
I know Naklo and Alan. I think they're. I don't know them like well, but they seem pretty chill. Ones that I played with them, but I don't know the rest. I know the Uzi guy stream snipes.
Where's that guy at?
I don't know if he knows if it's me or not though.
He's dead. Your one's in office.
In office? What do you mean, archive?
Sorry.
You sure?
It's at AC, and then they're getting.
Yo, one's in supply.
Well, it's like it's weird. Like the fucking.
Oh, one sandwich window and then one.
One's in stock. Chalk on the wall real quick. I just got nomad. Oh, I'm so dead. That's where the nomad was. Okay.
I'm gonna drop set.
You saw him.
Op 4 has located
That's
a
why
bomb.
the. Fucking kidding me thing.
Nomading everything.
Where's this guy at downstairs?
He's like, he was in supply. I think he's outside front door now. He's either supply or front door.
I'm in spot.
In front door.
Get a lesion.
One's in archives. Went back to armory.
Be advised, Op 4 has located a bomb.
Nest of beauties in position.
In sight.
Where the fire movement, financially independent, retire early. Yep.
The bomb diffuser is successfully deployed.
Nice try.
Nice try, nice try.
Mission failed. All friendlies
Yeah,
were
I'm hopping
eliminated.
off. Games, guys.
Jeez. That's 50. Is anybody? Well, I guess we could try queuing wherever. Free Fire got him, yeah. I mean, I feel like we should have won that. We were just trying to like hunt roamers down like upstairs for some reason when it's customs and there's like 3 people or 4 people roaming by offices and like we don't. Oops. We don't need to go over there. That's not the area we need to be. Our area of concentration should be opening the walls and then just like playing sight and like planting the bomb. But do you guys have anybody you want to invite? If not, you can work you. I don't really mind.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, Suzaku. I don't know if he's still playing. I might have lost, but you enjoyed the credit tips. No problem. Nothing's important is learning trade skills, whether it's mechanical stuff, plumbing, welding, or even bricklaying, stucco, masonry, electronics. I mean, that stuff is good too, yeah. But I feel like that's like a little bit more specialized. Like realistically, like everybody should understand like basic credit. It's very fun. Like it will literally make your life like infinitely easier. You could play on whatever account you want, Cross. I'm on my second account. You could do whatever you want.
Yo.
Yo. Yeah, but like the thing about a bank is that like you can ask them questions and they're a good resource, but they're also going to try to like sell you shit as well, which is, you know, fine to an extent. They're gonna do what makes them money too.
Do you have my alt, George? It's
No, what is it?
X dot marks the spot.
Oh, I do have it actually.
Sweet.
Credit unions. I don't know. I've actually never used a credit union. I mean, I've had good luck with just like banks and stuff, but I've never had, I guess, like debt for the most part. Like outside of like maybe like student loans and shit, but other than that, no. And even that, like I really didn't have any student loans, frankly, either. I commuted to school and I had a partial scholarship, and then I worked and just paid the rest of it off while I was in school. Oh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the current situation I have because, like, but oh, when you opened they opened you a very small line of credit when you open an account on credit union. Yeah, that could help. So even if you don't use it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I know a lot of people like have good things to say about credit unions, but I don't know. I mean, I've had a overall like good experience with just like regular banks. They like for me, I just have like basic investments and stuff, and they charge me like really low fees. I don't really like keep money in my bank account ever. Like I mostly invest all of it. Even if it's just like short-term investments and stuff, like just like treasury notes and stuff like that. That will pay you better than just putting it in a savings account anyway, generally speaking. He is fucking breakdancing his rook. Invest in Bitcoin? No. Money in my mattress? No. I hate cash, dude. I don't like cash. I don't like cash. It's like cash is like a hassle. I've had like the same like $60 in my wallet for like ever, and that's the only cash I have. That's it. Cash is the best. I don't like cash. I literally never use cash. I've had the same like $60-ish in my wallet like fucking forever. It's like for an absolute emergency where there's like the place doesn't take doesn't take card. Do I accept Bitcoin donations? Yeah. People rob people in Detroit for $5. I mean, I'm not worried about getting robbed, but why do you have to pay tax on a car every time it gets resold? I don't know. That is pretty bullshit, honestly. Probably because they can get away with it. Yeah, the money in my wallet is from the colonial era. No, if I get a haircut, credit card. Car wash, credit card. Food, credit card. Gas, credit card. Everything. If they remove cash and you have transactions over anything, but I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I just literally every single thing I just pay with a card. Like literally everything. I guess the only time I have like $60 in my wallet, and when it runs down to 40, then I get like $60 more out of an ATM machine. And that's it. And I don't like the only time I ever use cash is like if say I'm at like a bar or something like that and it's a
Hero, what servers are you on?
Good question.
Because we can
if I'm at a bar and it's like an open bar and I want to leave a tip, obviously I'm not going to give them my credit card to leave them a tip. Like I'll pay with cash to give them a tip, you know, like that's about it though. You want me to invite or?
I'm east.
I can invite.
Don't say what region you're on unless you want to get snipped.
Oh,
Yeah. It's been
Eastern Europe.
bad today.
Unlucky, bro.
What's the code names, George? I forgot.
The good one, the default. And there's like
No, that one's too easy to guess. Can I say B,
yeah. That one. There you go.
though? Oh, I got it.
That one, yeah. And then there's
Yeah,
like,
that one.
then there's like other one. You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely.
Yeah. And then there's like the dead one, and there's like the dead one. That's all.
Oh yeah, I got them all.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I need an invite.
Gotcha.
So do I.
I live the pure life, so there's no drugs. No, seriously, that's like the only time I ever use cash though. Is that like if I happen to be at a bar that's an open bar, like I always tip the bartender, even if it's an open bar, like no matter what. Even if it's not busy. Like I always do. And that's the only time I ever use cash. That's literally the only, or if there's a place that's like cash only. Like say there's like a parking lot or something and it's like $10 to park and it's cash only. That's it. Other than that, I literally cannot think of anything else that I spend cash on ever. And then much Rhino for the Twitch Prime sub. Deadmove53 for the tier 2 for 19 straight months. How's it going, George Report? Very good. Lamsey for the Twitch Prime for the months when I turned 18 on Wednesday. I'm going to get a credit card now. Well, hey, good luck. Abashi for the Prime. BOOMG for the 17 months. 17 months of forgetting to cancel my sub. Better luck next month. Thank you very much. Only Terrible for the 14 months. Yeah. Rain the Kings for the Twitch on 5 months. Subject 19 for the 5 months. J Twin for the Prime. For a bartender, I normally give them like a couple of bucks per drink that they pour. It depends. If it's like shots, then I'll do like a buck a drink. If it's like, it depends though. Like if it's a nice place that's like you know, they have like craft drinks and they spend a lot of time on it and shit. I'll give them like I just tip them like a restaurant, like, you know, like 30% or whatever. I always tip extra because I don't know. I always appreciate when people are like, as long as it's good service. If not, then I just tip like, no matter what, I always tip like 20%. But if it's like really good service, I tip like 30, 40, 50%. Assuming it's not like a fucking insanely expensive bill, but. No, yeah, like, I mean, when I get like Thai food, for example, it's like $9. I just give them like a $5 tip, like basically every time. Well, they're really nice, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, I always try to, because like I think about it like this: like if I was working in a restaurant, and then like somebody had like, you know, a meal, and it was like, you know, $9-10 or something like that, and I got like a $5 tip, I'd be like, oh, this is like fucking sick. So it's like, you know, normally I'd probably give them like, you'd give like $2 or like $1.50 anyway, right? Like to tip. So it's like, well, so for like a few extra bucks, like I can make this person's like day, like that's so worth it. Like they're always like, you know, appreciative of it and stuff like that. So I just look at it that way, right? Coming from an X server, when you get a tip of 20%, it really does make your day 100 times better. See, there you go. definitely a feels like I said, for basically, you know, like for $3 extra, because if they give good service, you'd probably give like 20% tip anyway, right? So like $2. So for extra $3, right? I do tip on the card, yeah. I always pay for everything with a card.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
Imagine a 5-6 troll tipping you 30%. If the service is horrible, I'll still give them like 20%. As long as they're not like rude. If it's bad service, like sometimes I'll tip them extra too, even if it's bad, even if like they're just like, it depends. If you could tell like they're understaffed and they're busy, because like that that sucks too, right? If they're just rude, then that's very rare though. I haven't really had it many times where they're just someone just straight up rude. Even then, I still give them like 20%, 15-20%. I can't really think of a time I've tipped less than 20%, to be honest. But even if somebody like maybe they're peeking. Why? Even if somebody is, they have like, they're busy and the service is like bad, but they're like nice and obviously they're, you know, I'll still try to tip them like 30% because that, like, you know, hey, their days, like, they're probably understaffed and that fucking sucks, dude.
Very smart player.
Psycho, dude. What
Maybe their day is bad. You saw a camera on the couch on the right hand side, Nasky.
Did I?
Yeah. Under that table.
also a Maestro.
Where's the
cam
Mozzie
inside
at?
of
Bomb has
piano.
been
He's
located.
dead.
No, I'm saying the Mozzie thing.
I don't. I like haven't really ever had a situation where someone was being
House
rude.
piano, I can walk in.
I don't know. There's a pest on the floor.
Let me open the
Can
wall.
you
though.
join me through the piano? Open the wall, please.
Yeah, I'm opening the wall right now.
A really big fucking hole coming right up.
Guys,
Piano looks good right now. There's one Mayan piano by the
there's another Womai on piano. FYI.
Tipping is that's a whole nother story. Yeah, tipping is probably
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there behind the shield.
tipping is pretty
Can you get on
stupid.
the
They should
cam?
just I'm marking the guy. They should just pay servers more money and charge, you know, equivalent money for the food.
I'm getting spotted.
That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story.
Where's this camera, dude?
He's behind the shield still. So
Targets detected. Third floor.
I'm
Do you
getting
have a flash or
spotted.
something? Do you have a flash?
Nope. Opening freezer.
Time to ring some ears.
Go ahead.
Look out, it's live.
I mean, this is my whole thing.
I don't
At
know
least in the
already.
United States,
I'm getting spotted, dude.
if you are going to a restaurant and you can't afford to at least tip like
I see
15%,
the camera.
or like, you know, if you get, it's up to you. If you get like completely shit service, that's a whole other story. But
Last operator
close right.
standing.
Bar.
But you can't go out to eat at a sit down restaurant if you can't afford to tip 15% at least. If you're at least getting like, you know, good enough service, like serviceable service, I guess. You should go to a different restaurant that's not a sit down. You should go to like a quick one of those places where it's like they make the food but it's quick and there's not like service there. Like say like a smash burger or something like that. Even smash burger, they still have like service. I don't know, like a Five Guys or something like that.
Probably going bakery. We don't have to.
Because
take
the
a
thing
bite.
is,
I
in
can
the
go if you have
U.S.,
the guy bandit chicken.
they get paid. People get paid like $2 an hour, or like $3 an hour, right? $2 an hour or $3 an hour, something like that.
We need to locate
Their
a
wages
bomb.
are made back from tipping. Like 15% is like the minimum you should tip.
They have their kitchen.
What if you're broke? Then don't go out to eat at a restaurant. Like I don't know why you're eating out at a restaurant if you're broke. That's the fucking stupidest thing you could ever do in your life. Cook at home. It's literally a fucking quarter of the price, and you won't have to tip yourself. Like, what? I don't understand why people are like, oh, I can't afford to tip. Well, then you can't afford to go to the restaurant. Then go somewhere else where there's not, where you're not, you know.
5 seconds to go. You must locate and defuse a bomb. You must recover the diffuser. The diffuser has been secured.
What about wanting to hang out with friends who want to
He's
go out
holding
to
bakery.
eat?
The diffuser has been
I don't know. Don't get food there then.
One small.
I mean, you're basically expecting that person to like work for
We're going
free for
bakery
you
right now?
more or
Yeah,
less.
he's in bakery. He's holding it.
I got his ADSs and shit.
Got pre-fired.
He's dead.
Can someone drone me in there?
You pulling a flank drone?
Drone ready.
It's a Valk cam in here. I'm gonna get that.
He's in the point machine.
Is there somebody in bakery?
I don't think so.
No, I have a flank drone. Can you walk
He's gonna be
with,
tricking it.
Justin?
He's tricking it.
Yeah,
one's
I'll
flanking.
deny it.
It's
I'll
a
deny the
valve.
trick.
One's flanking. One's flanking. Red dead.
I'll deny it. Give me a sec.
Let me know when to go, okay?
Can you burn the ADS, please?
Thatcher.
Burn the ADS. Burn the ADS.
I can't. I already threw a Thatcher. I threw one on my Thatcher. I was trying to get to the wall there.
You have to hold my big window, alright? Never mind. All right, I'm
Diffuser is no
denying.
longer in your
Go ahead.
possession.
Okay.
Move, move, move.
I shouldered this guy. He's never mind. Full HP on the bomb.
Drone active.
He is fucking breakdancing as Rook.
This is a whole different discussion, guys. But
Still
like,
on wall. Close.
The diffuser
moral of the
is
story
now
is,
secured.
at least in the United States, waiters and waitresses are
Yeah, I
paid
was trying
like
to deny it, but you
literally
walked
like $2 an hour. Their wages are made back up in tips, which is the food is cheaper. It's a dumb system, honestly. The whole point of the system is that,
I'll
like, in
push,
theory, you like
rapid fuse,
reward
push big
good
door.
service and it creates like better service, all this good stuff. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you know, it is what it is. That's the way the system works. It, you know, would it be
There's
nice
two
if it
guys
got
looking at me, so
changed?
I'm waiting for you
Sure,
guys.
but the reality of the
You gotta push.
situation is,
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go in.
Drop the
He's close left. Just hold.
at
that.
least you should be tipping, unless obviously, you know, obviously if you get like completely garbage service, you know, even for me, I'll still leave a tip, even if it's like complete garbage service.
All
But
friendlies have been eliminated.
you know, even if I get complete garbage service, I will. But if not, that's fine. But if you get any type of serviceable service, 15%, or don't go to a restaurant. That's it. Right. That would be a better system, honestly, is just charge the service charge to the bill. That would be good. That would be good, too. Do I tip delivery drivers, too? Yeah. I barely ever get delivery. Like, I'm talking fucking, like, never, almost. I really don't. I mostly just eat at home, or I go out to eat.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
But technically, if they don't make enough for minimum wage for the state, then the business is to pay them up to minimum wage salary. Yep. Most time that happens.
10 seconds to insertion.
I don't know. Once again,
We got another
everyone's financial
Fucking
situation
breakdancing
is,
Rook.
you know, completely different.
Mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
That being said, if you're going to a sit-down restaurant is not like a fucking necessity of life. Is not a necessity of life. It's definitely a luxury. If you want to go there, expect to pay the bill for the restaurant and 15% at minimum for a tip.
You just hit mining.
Can't
window.
afford to do that? No problem. Don't go out to eat. Going out to eat is extremely fucking expensive and extremely unnecessary.
He's in mining. He's got a.
This I can't afford to tip that much bullshit is like not an excuse. You're an idiot.
He's in middle train.
Is tipping stupid as a whole? Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion though. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
We're gonna
I
open
can
the
push
hatch.
down red stair.
I'm not trading anymore. I'm gonna
Located a
jump
bomb.
in.
Did John jump piano or not?
No, piano's good.
Mining is clear right now. Both pillars is clear. I'm droning below so we don't get like C4.
Going frag.
Yo, this hatch is.
Yo.
He's in kitchen.
My drone just got
Like,
yoinked.
bathroom.
We might be able to honestly run inside through fire pits. I couldn't drone it all out, but it looked. There's a Valk right next to us. Oh my god, he's running up the fucking
What the
staircase.
fuck, dude?
Why is he there?
The diffuser has been secured.
If you can't afford to tip your medic, don't call 911. Yes, because
Opening
going to a sit-down restaurant is a necessary service that will save your life. Good analogy. Good analogy. You're not brain dead.
You have located a bomb.
On white.
See you on the other side.
I really hope you're trolling, because that is some fucking like brain damaging shit if I've ever read any.
I'm
Oh,
planting.
you're just trolling. Okay,
Planting?
I missed
Okay.
your previous message.
Tag off Mazio. He's just calling B-bomb. I'm just covering.
Diffuser is active. Protected at all costs.
We can play the bomb. We can play the bomb. Just hold pillars.
Right.
Pillar.
Four last operator
Guys
standing.
in the hallway, the dining hall.
I'm kind of holding the long angles.
Pillar.
You want to just chill?
Reading door.
He's in reading.
Dude,
Nice.
these people that are saying that they don't tip or they can't afford to tip or whatever the fuck it is when they go to a restaurant are the same people that are fucking like Montane glitching and Clash glitching and like throwing fucking cameras. What's going on, Gallop? What's on? They're like, well, you know, I need the elo. I need the elo. Everyone else is doing it. Once again, very easy. Going out to eat. No. Moral story. Some people are asking because they're just getting in here. We were talking about tipping, and someone was like, if I don't have enough, what if I can't afford the tip? Well, then you can't afford to go out to eat. If you live in the United States or like another country where like tipping is a thing, waiters and waitresses get paid less money. So going out to eat is definitely a luxury, not a necessity. So, you know, be prepared to pay whatever your bill is, plus a minimum of 15%, at least. If your service is complete and utter fucking shit, and they're like rude and spit in your face, then, I mean, for, you know, fine. Maybe you don't have to leave a tip then. I mean, if someone, I feel like that would literally probably pretty much be the only way I wouldn't leave a tip, is if someone like spit in my face. Even if someone's rude, I'll still at least leave like a tip, 15%. But I'll just never go back there again. I'm insane. Oh well. But moral story, yeah, that's it. Go to another restaurant or cook food at home. It is.
I don't think we can make a
If you cannot afford to pay 15% on the food that you're ordering, you are a complete and total fucking moron. And should just like that you're not cooking food at home for literally one fucking or like a quarter of the price or a sixth of the price.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
Tipping, yes, I agree. Tipping is a whole. There's a guy that just ran up white, guys. Like he's all the way up.
Dead.
And all the way up white.
Yeah, he turned his brain off.
Can I get a dog? Yura? Guessing we didn't have barb or anything.
We do have bars there.
I'm watching the default.
One's cocktail.
Oh,
One
what?
Right. I mean, you can go to a fast food restaurant, right? You can go to like a quick eat type of restaurant,
He's dead.
like a
There's one on,
there's like you
One
know.
cocktail and one
There's
stone white,
there's
one
tons
stone
of
white.
places that you don't have to like tip that are like okay.
I'm
There's
on-
places by me that are like
Nice. That was the guy on window.
like places of like they're like bowls of food where you don't tip. Like you get
I was saying that was
you
the guy
order
on
your
window.
food. I still at diners you still
He's
tip.
on a hatch,
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll still tip at a diner. But
I
like
have
you
a-
like there's places where it's like almost like a fast food place.
I can tell you if he drops.
Like a Panera or Chipotle,
Right.
like places where like
Yeah,
you
he's
get
still
your
good.
food and you do your like you put all your shit in the fucking whatever. You get the idea.
Oh, drone now.
Joining cigar.
I banned someone for a month and then like 5 minutes later unban them.
B door.
If they apologize and stuff, I will. But if they're just being an asshole, then they can serve their ban. If they're still an asshole after that, then they could be permanently banned. Whatever. You guys get the point. There's many restaurants that are there's like a bunch of places by me. There's like the poke bowls or whatever. You know, they're like the fucking rice and it's basically like sushi in a bowl. There's nothing. There's no tipping at that place. Like you order what you want and they throw it in a fucking like cardboard little bowl, like plastic bowl thing, and you eat it and you fucking throw it in the
Drop red.
in the garbage yourself. There's no tipping involved at a place like that.
Down to 15 seconds.
I can tell you if
You would have to discreet travel a lot, so you don't have time to cook food. You most certainly have not bring a pantry of food with you to cook. So I sit to eat for your dinner. I expect a fair amount of service. If I'm going to just give the money away to him. Okay, if you're traveling a fair amount, then you should be tipping.
I don't think he came up white. I think he came
You can
down
afford the travel, but you can't afford the
hallway, like
tip.
the white hallway. Because there's 2 sets of bar. There's no
Makes
way nobody
sense,
heard.
forehead. Spend
I didn't know it was
literally
right
thousands of dollars traveling. Can't afford a tip, though. And even if you're traveling and that's the case, you're a trucker, then go to places that are not sit down. Like, it's super easy. There's definitely, like, plenty of options. I said depending where you live.
Secure the bombs.
Depending where you live.
I'll get freezing ball.
Just to eat McDonald's every night. Well, you can afford to go to a restaurant. You should be able to afford the tip. So you're basically saying that you go to restaurants all the time because you're a trucker and you can't afford. If you have a meal that's $10, you can't afford $1.50 extra to tip somebody. I find that highly unlikely.
Down to 10
I feel like you're just arguing for the sake of arguing.
5 seconds. Bomb located by Op 4.
Are you playing VIP?
I was,
Rob?
yeah.
Camera feed.
Yeah.
Hold VIP. I need a rotator so I can help you.
Okay.
If you have an impact.
You're saying you expect decent service if you're tipping 15% by
drone.
default?
Oh, there's 3 drones back.
I mean,
back
as
white.
long as it's like serviceable
hold it.
service, like they, you know, are not rude to you and like shit like that. I feel like you should at least give like 15%.
I just gave it to him.
You're about to get scanned.
Oh, they
Starting
brought
the
a line.
timer.
There's an Ash back white hall. They're pushing back, boys.
Right. There's so
They're
many
also doing
options
basic.
too with like pre-made food. Like basically every grocery store as well nowadays has pre-made food.
You're exposed.
Freezer.
Diffuser in place.
Reload.
Was probably still VIP.
Yeah, there's 2 VIPs.
Enemy is about to scan the
C4
area.
deployed.
Has been compromised.
Bomb me all you want. Fuck.
Friendly, last
Okay.
operator standing.
He's in the freezer. Full health.
Mission failed.
Good
All
reading.
friendlies have been neutralized.
Gondrel though. Dude, there's I'm not even exaggerating. If you have servers, you know, like waiters and waitresses that are assholes all the fucking time, then I'm sorry to break this to you, but you're the asshole. I go out to eat like very fucking frequently, like, and I'm serious. Like, it is so fucking rare that I get someone that's like genuinely fucking rude when I go out to eat. Like, I honestly really cannot fucking think of. I can think of like 2 times ever that someone was like genuinely fucking rude when I went somewhere.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Dude, the drone flipped up or Anybody got another one or no?
I have a wall. Where do you need it?
Up top,
Down
top,
to 10
so.
seconds.
Up top? Okay, I'm coming.
5 seconds and counting.
I'm gonna I'll reinforce the hatch, I guess.
Where do you need it, Nelson? Ping it.
Left wall.
Left wall where?
Left wall up here.
Yeah, these guys are gonna rush by mining.
Wait, why did you reinforce the
Be
hat?
advised, Op
Why
4 has
not?
located a bomb.
Playing it here we can drop.
I mean, I like sitting and reading and not getting shot in the ass. You can't. It makes it like really hard to hold reading when that hatch gets open.
New
Hold my
hatch is
white
open.
hall here.
That's my drone, bro.
Increasing our defenses. Ready for grenades.
They are droning red hole though.
Right. Here's a spoiler alert, dude. Like when I went to Paris, for example, you know how Paris has this reputation of everyone being an asshole, right? You know what a great fucking experience I had when I went to Paris? Everyone was super fucking nice, like great service everywhere I went. I ate at a restaurant. Obviously, I didn't cook
I think
any
you
food
dropped
while I
new
was
hatch.
there.
One's pushing white hall. That's
You know
it's a,
why? Because you get what you
Oh,
give.
okay,
If you're
okay,
like,
let's
if you're
push in the white
nice, then you're gonna get people that are being
Yo, multiple and
surprise,
cigar,
surprise.
multiple and cigar, ping.
Nice.
Raising our defenses. Turn it up.
I dropped.
Yeah.
They're being nice to me because I'm as tall as a 14-year-old. Thank you.
White hall.
Come on.
One's pushing big bar. One's pushing big
Got
bar.
one cigar. More isn't up top. It's a thermite.
What if you're broke? Once again, do not go to sit-down restaurants if you're broke. You're an idiot, first of all, financially, and not just financially, but you're also rude as fuck.
Under skylight to thermite.
If you can't afford to
yeah, they can
tip
come down
before
there.
you even walk in the place, you can't afford to go to that restaurant. Easy enough. You shouldn't be going to sit down restaurants if you can't afford to tip. If you can't afford the $1.50 on a $10 bill, you have much fucking bigger problems
Providing
than
the
worrying
hatch.
about tipping. Once again, if you're in a country that
laundry
where
hatch?
tipping
Okay.
is part of their
One's on
income,
white stairs.
right?
It's which?
Like in the U.S., people get paid $2 an hour because they get tips. So it makes that's how they make their
Op 4,
living.
Last operator standing.
Last one is a Twitch.
15
Whether you agree or not with the system, that's a whole other thing. I personally am like,
Op
eh,
4 eliminated.
it's kind of dumb,
Successful.
but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is still. See, when that guy drops, he's
Nice
stuck
shot.
in a box.
Stuck in a box.
Ooh, we get attacked. That guy's probably gonna
Yes.
do the same.
What's on zero?
While I hold in piano.
We need to bring soft destruction because they're like bringing a bunch of shields. That's good enough.
I can also bring flashes for the Wamais of Claymore.
We need to locate a bomb.
Let me look it up because some people are arguing.
He is fucking breakdancing in Brook.
$2.13. I literally just googled it. Minimum wage for a server in the United States, $2.13. Literally the top fucking result.
Jaeger's in bakery.
5 seconds to go.
He shot my drone. I don't know what. He's
Obviously, there's like it might be different in different states, but that's the federal minimum. And here you go. Some states it's some states it is
Tagged him.
depending on the
Back up
state
red
it's
stairs.
like $3, $5, $4.
Might hop out to be honest.
There's like
Yeah.
one state I think that's $8. Colorado's $8 an hour. Arizona's $8 an hour. Everywhere else is Connecticut's $8 an hour. Everywhere else is less than $5 per hour without tips. And if they don't hit their tip limit, then
So
it's
much utility
$5
around here,
an
man.
hour most of the time. most of the time, even like with that,
He is fucking breakdancing as
like
fuck.
the max tip credit is like $5, so they like get basically they get
What
bare
we just
minimum
did was
wage.
About chem and piano.
So if they don't get enough
There's an
tips to
piano,
make
right?
$7 an hour, they
There's
get
one in piano,
like
one guy in
dead
piano.
ass
I'm gonna open
minimum
the piano
wage.
wall.
Like
Enemy located. Third floor.
Opening piano wall. So
Take cover. It's hot. Cover your ears.
You have located a bomb.
Is that the guy on the piano or no?
Another guy piano.
Nice.
yeah, let me flash this. Hold on. There's gonna be one my. There's a C4. I don't have any more drones.
Yo, there's a cam on ping hero if you want to shoot it.
I don't have any more drones. You guys have drones? Opening freezer wall.
Oh my god, I'm there.
Op 4 last stop standing.
Razor guy.
No, piano hole.
Where?
planting,
Top right, top right.
plant default 50, 75,
Located a bomb.
100.
Bomb is
I'm going on the roof.
He's like in the bathroom. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
No.
Someone was shooting at him. Yep.
He was.
Op 4 eliminated.
I wasn't certain. The comment didn't sound certain.
Oh, you did not do that to him. Nice. I mean, they tried to do the same thing. Same hold in piano, didn't work.
You doubt anyone in this country is agreeing to serve for $2 an hour? Well, they are. I'm sorry to like you can literally like that's what it is because the point is that they get tips so they don't make $2 an hour.
ACOGs.
I know this is like blowing people
Man,
like
I am not killing
your
anyone.
mind
You
right
guys
now,
pick
but
ACOGs.
it is what it
Be
is.
the intel. Just barb on white or something.
Well, once they actually get tips, right, for the most part, then they will.
Secure the bombs.
I should stop trying to explain things to brain dead people. I guess, man. I don't know. This hurts. This is some crazy shit. Yes, servers get $2 an hour. That's why when your bill is $50 and you give them a $10 tip and it took them, you know, an hour roughly to serve you, well now they made $12 an hour, right? And now that's like a more reasonable wage.
Came out to what?
And maybe they have, you know, like
It's not outside.
maybe
It's
they have
piano
like
or-
there's an hour where they have no tables. So for that hour that they have no tables, they sit around and get $2 an hour. But then maybe like the next hour they have 2 tables, so now they get $20 per hour, right? And it evens out to like, you know, $12 an hour or whatever. Sorry. They get 12, 13 per hour roughly. You get the idea. Or maybe they have a few tables that have one person at them each, and each of those people have meals that are $10, and they get 15% from each of them. So you get the idea.
Reloading.
Zone, you will be detected by hostiles.
Oh my god, man. There's a guy outside the garage. I should have killed Therm. He was like all the way up.
Downstairs.
No,
Yes.
he's in VIP. Bottom white.
No way, bro.
Yeah, I got your refrag on the wall. One's a skylight.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna repair the like window.
One cigar, one
White
cigar.
or no?
In cigar, in cigar. He went to piano. He's going White Hall, White Hall. One repelled into piano. I'm just gonna ping it. They're going White Hall. He's looking at you.
Op
That's
4,
diffuser. Last one
operator
probably
standing.
white. Yeah, he's White Hall. He's gonna go for the
100% White Hall.
He
Yeah,
is
no.
100% White Hall.
Okay.
Can you rotate to piano without me knowing?
We have a piano cam, but it's a very late call. He's in piano. He's in piano.
He's in
He
piano.
just fucking ran for the cam. Okay.
Cigar, in cigar now.
Picking.
Yo, I have another piano. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in cigar.
Cigar for sure.
We have side cam as well for B, so. He's by default plant, you know, new hatch. He knows where you are. He's by B door, bar, freezer.
And the bar.
In bar. Holding your angle. In freezer.
You left out the part where if tips don't add up to $7.25 an hour, the
door.
employer is required to give wages to
on top.
compensate. Yeah, dude. That's
almost bulletproof.
really fair. There's
Planting default bar.
that's really fair. Someone busting their ass serving in a restaurant gets $7.25 per hour. Nice,
Close to
man.
ping. Planting close to ping.
What a
10
good
seconds to go.
what a good system. So you're gonna justify that to not tip.
Bomb diffuser in place.
Left side. Nice.
Located the diffuser. Destroy it.
Okay, why is there a lion in fucking VIP?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Friendly disabled the diffuser.
No idea.
Mission successful.
Like, I get that he wants to pop his lion because I ran out, but he's there.
Some people are
That's my last one.
jeez.
You have anything off as well?
Alright, bro.
I'm gonna go to sleep
Later.
later.
You guys still playing?
Yeah, I'm done
Yeah.
for a game or two.
Oh, I just left the squad. Whoopsie.
I'll just remake them. I invited you guys. If you have anybody, you can invite them. If I invite Hypers and Gunvetta.
Yeah, I can invite him. Actually, I don't have him on this account.
Once again, I agree that I don't think tipping is a good.
Still playing hypers?
Give me that, no. Oh, lol.
Whether or not you agree with the tipping system doesn't matter. Whether or not you agree with the tipping system doesn't matter. People are just using an excuse to be cheap, and that's pretty much it. Are we talking about not tipping or cheap tips too? I guess mostly not tipping, but yeah, I mean,
Sup.
I feel like 15% is
Night,
like
bro.
bare
Night.
fucking
My
minimum.
elo,
Fucking
bro.
breakdancing is
I was
how did
saying
you-
like for
so
me when
how
I
did you
go
get
to
up
when
there?
I go
What time did
I
you
always
get
tip
up? Where you
like
coming
20%. Like
Not like when you for the
there's a difference between
with
there's
a
a,
C4.
from?
you guys got anybody else or should I just start it?
Trying to
There's a difference between being cheap
My alt, I barely have friends on my alt.
and being frugal.
Oh, so you
right?
use my C4 for rotate as a...
A person who's
like-
frugal tries to
Yeah,
save money where
just
they
for the
can.
sound. Yeah.
You got deleted though, dude. I
Person
wasn't
who's
even
being
ADS'd.
cheap is basically being an asshole.
Better, bro.
Got carried.
No,
there.
I always tip like no matter like even if it's just like regular service like 20 to 30%. And I understand like not everyone does that. I do that cuz like I know it makes that person's day better. And if it's like a cheap meal, I tip like 50%. Frugal equals smart, cheap equals douchey, pretty much, yeah. And I completely understand that. That's not normal. I do that because I think like, hey, if I was a waiter or waitress, like, you know, and somebody I had and they tipped me, they had a meal that was $10 and they gave me $15, I would be super happy. Like that would be like I'd be like, wow, that's like sweet. And like generally they're always very appreciative of it. And like you know, normally you tip like, say if it was $10, you tip like 12, right? Is pretty normal. So if you, for $3 extra, I made that person really happy.
He is
You know?
fucking breakdancing as Rook.
If it's $10, you tip like if it's $10, I always tip like 15 for the most part. For $3 extra, like to make somebody's like day better, that's awesome. Like I'm totally down for that. And I don't expect people to do that. I'm saying that I think that it's fine. Just tip 15%. But that's what you should do, so this way they can like at least make, you know, a living wage. Whether you agree with the tipping system or not, this is the way this is the way it is. Your bill would be 15% more expensive if there was no tipping, right? And they mentioned JF Chai for the Prime, Lumberjack Owl for the Prime, R6 Ace for the Prime, Envil Beast for the 10 months. Right. Someone who's actually like frugal isn't going to go to a restaurant anyways. A frugal person is going to cook food at home. People that say that they can't afford the tip, they're fucking idiots. You're going to a sit-down restaurant, which is like a fucking extreme luxury. People don't really realize that, but it is a luxury. The best, smartest thing to do is, if you're being, quote, like frugal and not an asshole, is to make food at your house. Or choose a place that doesn't have tipping, such as a place is like a I don't know. If you want to have like not McDonald's, go to a burrito place, go to a taco place, go to a place that's like I don't know, like one of those poke bowl places where they give you a bowl of food and there's no tipping, or like there's like ramen bowl places by me. There's pretty much any fucking type of food that you want, you could go and get like good food. You won't have to tip. It's like you pick it up at the fucking counter and you walk it, and that's it.
And I lied.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
I didn't believe 4-stack this late.
That's it. If you don't live in the
Yeah,
U.S.,
you're right,
I don't know what the rules are where you
You're right,
live.
man, would solo queue this
I don't know what the rules are where you
Maybe
live,
Yoda
but
TSM.
We are with a TSM member.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
I agree with you. I'd rather pay more money on my bill and not have to tip as well. But that's not, you're looking a Ferrari. If you buy a Ferrari for $1 million, are you tipping him 300,000? That's not a. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. The car salesman is not paid minimum wage, and they're not paid. They're paid commission. They're paid a wage, a salary, and they're paid commission on the car. You're a fucking moron. This is for food at sit-down restaurants and only sit-down restaurants. In the United States, literally, sit-down restaurants in the United States. That's all we're talking about. We're not talking about anything else. If you live in, like, okay, for example, when I went to Japan, I didn't tip when I went to Japan because they said it was like, one of my friends lives there and he's like, don't tip. He's like, it's rude if you tip. So I didn't tip when I went there at all.
Breakdancing as Rook.
And they mentioned Riggedy Rex with Twitch 60 months. What's a good pair of earbuds to play with? I mean, honestly, like any are fine. Like ones that come with your phone, honestly, will do most of the time are good. It depends what country. Like when I'm in a certain country, I'll ask or I'll look up online like what the cultural norm is there. And he was joking. I looked it up online. There is no tipping in Japan either. Yeah, it's like disrespectful. You're 15, you get money from your parents if you go out to sushi and it comes to $30 and you tip like $5 to $8. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. That's plenty. Faults.
Defenses accordingly.
Camera activated.
I mean, if a tip was truly like what it is, a tip, right? Then like that's a different story. Then I could see people being like, okay, I would say a good example is a Twitch streamer, right? A Twitch streamer is not is streaming, but it's not like the same thing. You don't have to sub. You don't have to donate. Some streamers may tell you that, but you don't have to. I just got fucking wallbanged, man. Okay. There's a guy in runes with Ember Eyes. Oh. My bad. I got wallbanged from runes. There's a guy in Ember Eyes Sophia out there.
Yo, you got.
Lit left side.
We don't have a room.
Right.
One window.
Sunrise dead.
Right.
Yo, I see.
90 dollars.
Like for example, like Twitch.
Let's have VIP door.
I always tell people, you know, you can and you want to sub or donate, very, very much appreciated. But like, don't feel pressured, and you definitely don't feel like you have to, right? But if you go to a restaurant,
Bro.
they're providing you a direct service, right? They're providing you a direct service.
Oh,
It's a different story.
Alright.
It's not like a performer or something like that. Honestly, that's fine. 15 to 18% is perfectly fine. But I feel like you shouldn't be tipping less than 15% unless something goes wrong in the United States.
I can play Maestro.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't have to if you're getting takeout at a restaurant. You don't have to get... If you get takeout, you definitely don't have to. I normally give them like a few bucks anyways, but... if you're going there and picking it up, you don't have to tip. Change topic? Nope. I'll talk about whatever I want to talk about. Spoiler alert, you have absolutely no say in that. Don't like it? Fuck off and leave.
You see that? That's a drone head on. Deploying laser.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Bomb located by Op 4.
Imagine for killing me.
I don't ever get... It's like so rare that I ever get takeout. I mean, even if I do, I normally still just give them like at least a few bucks. Like if my build's like 10, I'll give them like $2-3 or something, at least.
Oh my god, it's sure Team Gadget.
Got one of my drones.
Oh, one's up.
Breaking into Sunrise.
Alright, kill the bot.
Fighting an emberized piece of shit.
You need help?
I don't know. Alright, I just got shot from the left window. There's a guy outside Sunrise Bar and there's a guy in the window.
He's upside down, repel kitchen window. Come.
Ledges in Sunrise as well, I guess.
One Sunrise, one light. Window.
Okay.
I have your main lobby cam and Sunrise. And
Tell me when he pushes like a jump.
sandwich. / sandwich on Sunrise.
Sleeping with socks on? You're fucking Satan.
There. One sandwich on Sunrise. You can wall bang the wall, probably kill him. He's blue. Service entrance door.
Yeah, he's upside down.
Yeah.
not gonna flank this security, right?
Probably. Yeah, you're right. Slash going security, like main lobby. Yeah, both going main lobby. No way. He's kitchen all the way. Kitchen all the way.
Playing like a rat, bro.
Your dryer eats. You know what's weird? I've never had my washer or dryer eat a sock ever. Or actually, no. One
I have
like
a
the
blue
thing
can
is,
that's
I
pushing
check like that like liner in like the
I can hear
door,
him kitchen
and
hall.
He's terminating the wall.
they're always in
Kitchen wall,
there.
he's terminating
It's
you.
always in your washer where they go. If you have a front loading washer, that's where they are.
Can you move your mesh roll?
remaining.
Dude,
Where's-
15 seconds.
lobby, dude.
He's inside. He's planning on ping. Yeah, one on ping. He's holding. The other one is planning our left. Not sure.
This is so
Mission
stupid.
failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Oh my god.
Listen,
I
not
have
for
no
nothing,
info.
Smash
Just
Mouth.
I think
gone
we
deeper
should.
into
You're basically just trying. You're attempting to justify not tipping, and it's just being cheap at the end of the day. That's literally all it is. Being a cheap ass. That's all it is. You can go to a different place that doesn't have that.
Secure the area.
There's nothing wrong with
Bomb
trying to save
protected.
money, but if you're trying to save money, you shouldn't be eating at a sit-down restaurant. You're an idiot. You think that you're saving money there. You don't feel like people should be entitled to a tip.
Op 4 has located the bomb. Plan your defense.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell you. I literally explain. So some of the people that they get $2 an hour. If you're trying to save money on tipping and you're saying there's a difference between being cheap and being frugal. Once again,
5 seconds.
someone who's cheap is an asshole,
Camera activated.
right? Like they're not tipping. Someone who's frugal would buy food from a grocery store and go to a restaurant. And not go to a restaurant, right? They buy food from a grocery store and make their own food and save a fuck ton of money, right? Like literally save the majority of the money. Yes, that's a really good deal, dude. Have a server make $7.25 an hour. Have a server make $7.25 an hour. And you want them to bust their ass running back and forth the entire time, doing work for you so you don't have to pay anything.
I'm trying to get sunrise again. I'm gonna need help.
On to the next topic. How about I ban you instead? I'll talk about whatever. It's time out. 10 minutes. You have no say in what we talk about. At all. They will earn your tip if they're busting their ass. So what if someone just gives you regular service? Like, it's fine. It's like it's serviceable service. You're gonna pay them nothing? You're an asshole. Like, they're not nice necessarily, but they're not rude at all.
Sunrise.
They're just like, you know, they bring you your food and that's it. Call it a fucking day.
Oh my god, he's holding blue stairs. He's so
Then
nice.
they get, well, then you're fucking, I just said, if someone's being a straight up, you know, I always do tip people. Then you're agreeing with what I'm saying. Like I said, whatever. If you have like someone who's an asshole or like, you know, rude or some shit like that, like fine, I
Yeah, buy a
suppose.
sandwich.
That's your call. I mean, I still do leave
Two
them.
there, two
I still
there.
leave them like 20%. That's just me. But if you get like awful fucking service, like I guess,
Great.
whatever.
Wall banged.
He's pushing.
Start pinging him.
Op 4 last
Nice, if you're clutching that. Alright, just play safe. We got your measure cam inside. You down the bug?
No, I don't know who I downed. Probably the Thatcher.
I think he's coming like main lobby. We have a cam main lobby. Sure.
Right. You either tip or if you don't have enough, you don't
Alright.
buy food from outside.
He's on the
Very,
location right
very
now.
much makes sense.
Courtyard. No, never mind, he's inside.
There's a family used to come into your
Something,
restaurant, and
holding, and
both
going
parents
the
had relatively good jobs. Attorneys,
Pushing the
regardless of how hard you worked or
Going
how good the service, they'd
nice,
always leave
press.
5% on $90+ bill. Yeah, they're just being cheap asses.
Good shit, man.
Yeah, nice calls.
I always, this is my thing. 15% bare
down two of
minimum.
them.
I'm not expecting people to do
Yeah.
this, right? Like
Really, like,
I know that it makes somebody's day. So like even if someone gives like just decent
capitalize
service,
on
I'll tip them still like 30% probably. If it's like bad service, I'll probably still give them like 20. Cause like they might be having a shitty day, dude. You know, whatever. Maybe that makes their
I can
day a
take
little bit
whatever
better.
we need.
If it's like this is where you disagree, I'm not telling you to agree with that.
No, man.
That's
I'll
some.
play
That's
Xbox
like
since Valk is still up.
I'm saying I do that because like I don't know. If my bills are not that expensive generally when I go out to eat. If it's an expensive bill, that's a different story. Most of my bills are around $10, so
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
I'm just gonna time out all the people who like telling me what to talk about. I don't really care. You can be You can be just timed out. Fuck off. Don't watch the stream. I don't care. Talk about whatever I want to talk about. I'll
Sure,
talk
keep
about
trying.
for the next 10 hours how much I hate you.
Yeah, they're
10 seconds
reinforcing
to go.
Sunrise
And
Wall.
if you can't understand that,
Valkyrie's gonna run out of.
5
please
seconds to go.
exit the stream.
The luggage door.
Take your fist, shove it
by
up your
you.
ass,
She's
and
gonna
never
do a
come
bomb
back.
to a pool, I think.
Located and defused.
I tell you, it's a doc. He's gonna heal. $10 at a sit-down restaurant. It depends where you live. That's a big thing. Like I live in like the suburbs of Detroit. Food is not very expensive here, generally speaking. It's, you know, 10 to $12 is like an average bill at a sit-down restaurant.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Clearing for 10 more hours? No. Probably like another like 2 hours or so.
I got one Valk cam.
Sounds like he's in VIP.
I'm in VIP. Legend of
I don't know
Ogre.
what I'm hearing. Maybe the courtyard.
This man is so bad at the game.
Yo, hit.
Jaeger?
Can you just stay on my drone if I give you one?
Center. Where are you? Yeah, one sunrise right now. Like I have one better drone. Can like he's sandwich. He's behind the bar, behind the bar.
Still there?
Crouch,
Yo,
yeah, crouch behind the bar.
Cool vibes.
He's picking the hot, nice. Bing, sandwich. Sandwich. Oh my god, he's so good.
Dude. Best player in the world.
If you sit down at a decent place, it's usually like 20, 25 bucks including. Not, I mean, it just depends. Like I'm going to like a Thai restaurant mostly, dude. Like if it's like, you know, more expensive bill, then I'll tip it 50%. It's like, you know, my bill's. Why are you there? If my bill's $100, I'm not tipping 50%. Probably like 25 or 30 though.
Sounds like one's main
As long as it's good service.
One's on Sunrise.
It's probably like kind of high, but why are you there?
All friendlies have been eliminated.
Try to make somebody's day a little bit better, right? If it was just like regular service, then I'll just give them like 20 bucks. If it's like good service, like 30%. Even if it's like a higher bill, try to at least. Generally it's like, if it's like just adequate, like 20, no matter what the bill is, at least 20. If it's like say it's like a $100 bill. If it's like 20, I'll give like 20 bucks if it's just like regular service, I guess. Good service like 25. If it's like really good, like 30. Or if it's like insane, then maybe even. It just depends. Yes. But if it's like a smaller bill, like 10 bucks, then I pretty much always give them like 5. Oh, though tipping in general is stupid. They should just pay servers like X amount of dollars per hour and just call it a fucking day, and that's it. I agree. The whole it's just like it adds like headache to the whole thing, and
Insertion in 10 seconds. Insertion in 5 seconds. You must locate and defuse a bomb.
They went hookah.
Yeah.
I'm changing mags.
right. I mean, we're getting into like a whole nother like set of issues, but at least as it currently stands, if you're in the U.S., tip 15%. You're at a sit-down restaurant. That's it. We're moving on now.
One's behind the shell and the rotate on hookah.
I'm gonna check for valve cams.
My air jab is deployed.
Move, let
Bro,
me
my
out.
game I'm on the roof. In
I
that
don't
place,
see any
sir?
valve cams.
Can you draw him with that?
There's one in hookah. I tagged Jaeger.
Here's a vase.
I ran out of
You fucking killed me.
There's a dock
Don't pull,
lying
don't pull.
out of shit,
5
dude.
HP.
It's a vase.
Can shoot.
Keep tagging us. There it is. Dead.
Yeah, one's. Yeah.
That was lit, probably on 10.
I thank you very much for the $10 donation from William Music. It was the best Christmas
Ducky's
gift I ever got.
aquarium.
A bidet, dude.
Where did this go?
A bidet.
Aqua, behind Aqua.
Rookie's kitchen.
I got a bidet. That was the best fucking Christmas gift I've ever gotten. Not even close.
Look his tag in kitchen hall.
Oh my god, man.
Why does this guy not keep his fucking gun out?
You watch search.
Yeah, one top cool vibe.
I don't have any drones.
I know where two of these guys are.
One window. Oh.
Nice. We got it.
That is so Vega. Like, that guy is such a Vega.
Oh, nice turnaround. Let's go.
Yeah, but thank you very much for $10 William Music. Yeah, bidet though, dude. Bidet
Bro,
is
that
definitely
was just
definitely the
not
best.
dying at all.
Best gift I've ever gotten. I think a 250 from Shashi. George, a few weeks back, I was at this nice restaurant and there was an older waitress serving me. When it came time to pay, I paid for my meal. She asked where's my tip, so I pushed her over and left. I felt it was a good tip. Thank you.
Way more there, bro. I just...
Very, very funny. Thank you for the 250, Shashi. I think the $2 from HD. No religion or politics, please.
It's a tree
It's
armor.
fine, I said. Why are my hands so big? I don't know, dude. I'm just like a freak. No, buy a bidet, dude. Literally tipping. Buy a bidet. A bidet is like a life changer. A bidet is a life changer.
Legion.
Everybody that doesn't have a bidet is walking around with shit on their ass. Remember that.
In kitchen and boarding up sunrise.
Yeah, I don't know why I have like gigantic hands, dude.
Okay.
A bomb
This
must
dude's
be
gonna play
located.
kitchen.
No idea why. I'm like very short, but I have like gigantic fucking hands.
Swapping mags.
Yeah, I'm basically like a fucking real life midget clown, I guess.
I do this on my downtime.
No, my hands are just like big in general. Like
What's
my
the
hands,
size?
my hands are 21 centimeters.
Square, right? Like where?
When you should know the size of your hand,
Located a
so you
bomb.
can get like a
Oh,
proper
Corsair,
mouse
you're
for it,
280
which is like gigantic. I don't know why.
ledge.
My device.
You got who can counter to it.
Pretty much, yes. Very short with very large hams. Don't know
Yeah.
why.
Dead.
Deploying drone.
I think like hookah is free.
Okay, there's a dude behind his shield. Oh, why the timing, man?
Vision on blue stair.
You have
Yes, sir.
located a bomb. Op 4 last
That one is below.
Diffuser is online and active.
They got
Op
smacked.
4 eliminated.
Oh yeah, dude. A bidet is like the fucking move, dude. A bidet will enhance your life so greatly. Trust me, buy one. Think about it like this. There is no logical reason not to buy a bidet, okay? There is no logical reason, okay? It cleans your ass better. You're literally walking around shit on your ass all day if you don't have a bidet. Okay? That's the most important thing. You'll save money because you have to buy way less toilet paper. Okay? And you save the environment because you don't have to cut down a bunch of trees, to make toilet paper. Literally, save your ass, save money, save the environment. It's a fucking no-brainer.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
They're expensive. They start at like $30 on Amazon, dude, with free Prime shipping.
Kitchen.
Be advised your drone has located a bomb.
Your water bill will like not go up at all. It doesn't use a lot of water.
Drone has located
You don't
a
shoot
bomb.
water up your ass.
They have a lesion. Valk's probably gonna do the same stupid shit.
Insertion in 10 seconds.
Critical hit, Justin. I like it.
5 seconds to go.
He just shot my drone through the wall too.
He's gonna run out of.
You've located a bomb.
Run out of
Make your way to
kitchen
its
window.
location and defuse it.
Doc is still in the kitchen window.
You walk around with a wet ass all day? No. So I have a nice bidet that dries my ass, but if you don't have one like that, you can just use toilet paper to like dry your ass off after. But you still use obviously like significantly less toilet paper than if you were like
Doc is
wiping
holding a
your ass
pixel on
with it,
rotate.
right?
You're going upside down? I can just go for you.
He's still on rotate.
He's in lobby. Lesion left side of the desk.
Yeah, I don't mess around, okay? I don't mess around.
He got saved by the bars. There's a Jaeger, Doc, and Maestro inside.
Yeah, they're peeking.
Die, you emberized piece of
Someone's in
shit.
Airdrop planted.
Where was he? Bathroom?
No, right side.
Bro.
Alright, Doc is by rotate. He's looking at you, Ash. He knows he jumped in. Prone.
Down to 1.
I got shot from like 3 angles, man.
One service, one is rotate, and fighting the other one.
I'm telling you, dude. Try it. If you try a bidet, it is a fucking life-changing experience. Buy one. Dude, just buy a starter bidet. They're like $30 and they take 5 minutes to install, and they have free Prime shipping on Amazon. Some of them are like $20. Okay? I would recommend getting like all of them at like plastic fittings. I would get the
Alright, what
copper
service one
fittings
of
and
those
get like a
people?
$25 one. Spend $5 and get the
He's gonna be
copper
close left
fittings
after this battle.
and live a better life. Live a better life.
Hello.
It doesn't squirt at your ass. It squirts. It doesn't squirt up your ass.
4 remaining.
Rotate,
Winnable.
rotate, rotate. Door.
No.
Nice try.
Have been eliminated.
My bad.
How do you set it up? You literally like attach it to your toilet seat
Why is he picking
and you
me
put
with
it on
the
your
pistol?
water line, and that's it. It taps in your water line. That's actually it.
Cause he's gotta.
I choked him.
Trust me, dude.
Gotta peeky.
Try a bidet and you'll never go back.
He is fucking.
It's
breakdancing
literally
his
the.
rook.
You become enlightened. Okay, you become enlightened when you buy a bidet. You become enlightened.
My bad. I choked.
Don't worry about it.
He is fucking breakdancing his rook.
And then you went always sleeping for the Twitch around 3 months. I know you have a wife and
Maybe
kids,
it's
so
the same shit.
no wife,
Sunrise.
kids, no husband. Don't roll that way. And Johnny Boy 445, thank you for the Prime sub.
I knew that Valk was somewhere, Cody Hard.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly.
What? Okay.
Really, man? Drone got stuck in the fucking drone
I think you
hole.
lost it.
Yeah. I don't think I can
Want me to
keep
shoot
it.
it?
Yeah, go ahead. I think it got stuck. Yeah. It got stuck in the other part of the drone hole.
Can we have a rotate?
Oh, that blows. Whatever.
Down to 5 seconds.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Yeah, I'm making
Op
it.
4 has located a bomb.
There's a Twitch drone in bathroom somewhere.
Right. Oh, it's also better for your pipes, too. It's also better for your pipes.
Whoa, where? What the fuck?
Keep the door. I can hear you.
They upside down repel on window as well.
On
Change
kitchen
your
window, you said? Wait, let me kill that.
Montage and Sunrise. Already.
You sure it's still kitchen window rotate?
I should have kept the bother drone. Yeah, that's pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I killed
I have,
two
I have
right
another
there.
trap in there, so.
I killed the top frag, guys.
Alright, I killed Zip. Already, I need help. What?
Where are
Coming,
they?
I'm
Where do
coming.
you get this?
One
Three
dead,
in
one dead.
Sunrise.
They
Literally
dead?
three in
Yo,
Sunrise.
nomad
Another
behind
one,
bar.
nomad.
Dead, dead.
I have carrier, I have carrier.
Left
She
side,
jumped in
Sunrise.
sunrise. This
Left
Ash
side,
is
left
just
side.
baiting. She's like 80.
We have eyes on diffuser. You can play passive.
She's peeking me, bro.
Hypers, just back off.
Friendly victorious.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like
Oh,
they,
it's worth a kill.
I've seen
No,
there's,
wait,
I've seen
stop.
bidets in like European countries and in, you know, all eight. Like when I went to China and Japan, they're fucking everywhere, dude. They're everywhere. Like even 7-Eleven in Japan has a bidet. Like every toilet I used in Japan had a bidet. Their whole country is enlightened. No, it's not like they're there though. They're there.
We need to locate a bomb.
Alright, we're gonna win this. They are, okay. They have Ella.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Pooping in the
I have
forest.
fire, so the guy behind the barn in aqua is gonna be
Located
there.
and defused.
Loading new mags.
Someone has to come with me on the ball.
Bomb has been located.
Put a shield on hookah.
Dude on fish. I tagged the shit out of this guy.
Who's base right now? One's
Someone come with me on
Yo,
a.
there's a softball on the 4 wall.
Repulsion
It
device.
doesn't matter, we can't do anything about it.
Shoot through it a little bit.
Billiards, thrown underneath the window, it's him.
Drop the diffuser.
Oh, he just swipes with me on the.
I got frost. There's a
think this is
shield in
clear.
this
Hold on, let me
doorway.
join it real quick. I think it's clear. I got the goon. Yeah, you're good. They have no rotate either. I can't see over the shield though. I base. Nobody's gonna
There's aqua.
There's a guy in the shield, yeah.
cool vibes rotate. Base,
Yeah,
base, base.
that was air left.
Tag him once for you. Twice, he's air jabbed on ping. Hit 3 times, 70 HP, reloading. Hit 4 times, 60 HP on ping base.
Dead.
So
Yeah,
one
ready
was
for you.
aqua.
We got. I think Hookah's clear. Hookah's free, I'm pretty sure. One's in
Diffuser's
aqua.
all the way in aqua about though.
Aqua couches.
One's logwage, one aqua. You can wall bang through the right
No,
side.
diffuser.
Tell me where he is and I'll wall bang him.
Couch.
He was couch.
Like right there, prone. He moved, I'm pretty
Someone has to
sure. I
run
don't know
the
where.
balcony maybe.
He killed me through the punch hole. He's on the couches by the TV, left hand side. He's like on the right hand side, right where you're looking. He was there. You gotta move.
No,
He's
no,
dead.
nice,
Let's
he's
go. Let's.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission
G
success.
guys.
We slapped him though. Feels good. Lol.
Yeah, I did something. Kappa.
Hey man, you showed up when we needed you, dude.
Yeah.
Just
All the
tasing people
manners.
and calling shit.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
those
that
are
works.
critical
Like
hits.
a pro.
Trust me, those are critical hits.
What's going on, Zoinkers?
Good shit.
That was a rough game. It's got to be the NyQuil though. I'm blaming.
I think I'm gonna hop off.
All right. GG's.
Playing terribly. Yeah, thank you for the games.
No problem, man.
You're laying in bed? Ah, I see. How much longer am I gonna stream? Probably like another hour and a half or so. Yeah, I've already hit plat 1 on this account. I honestly have been thinking about it, and I am.
Yeah.
You're
Going to
done?
sleep?
Yeah, I'm done. Night guys.
Alright.
Jeez.
And then there were 2.
Yeah, we're 7 and 7. Actually brought it back and we're 500. I think I might just play on my main account and like not even fucking go like obviously I'll try to get we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'm considering playing We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I might just play on my main account all day tomorrow and just see how it goes. We won the last game. Do I play with this game when I'm not streaming? I don't do anything but play this game and stream it pretty much. I mean, I
Might be
streamed.
my last one, George.
Yeah, I stream. Like, I mean, this past week I've streamed an average of 12 hours a day. Like, and it's just this game. So, I mean, there's not a lot of time to, like, play off stream, really. Kind of just like Siege, and that's really it. I don't ever play other games. Yeah, I do play other games sometimes, but this is the first week that the new season's out. I pretty much only stream Siege during this time. How do I not get burned out? I just like the game a lot, so I don't know. I honestly really enjoy playing the game, so. Someone meant Sledge. The fuck? Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I just like the game a lot, so it's not hard to play it. How's my back not hurt? I don't know, it just doesn't. Oh, yeah. I mean, these guys are probably gonna snipe, more than likely. I'm on a second account. It's whatever. Like, obviously it's annoying, but, you know. Why can't you purchase a sub token on iOS because you're using iOS? The easiest thing to do is you can sub through like the iOS app, and you buy sub tokens, and you can use the sub tokens to sub.
Secure the bombs.
Or you can buy, or you can like the best, or if you're on Android, same thing, but it's like an extra $1. The best thing to do is if you're subbing, just type !sub. And sub through the mobile web browser. It's $1 cheaper on Android, and I think $1 cheaper on iOS as well. So do that instead. And if you have Amazon Prime, it's free. Type !Prime, link up your Amazon Prime account and Twitch account, and then you can get a free. You can sub for free every month, and you can use like a family member or friends too. So even if it's not your own Amazon Prime account, like yeah, you can use like a parents or a grandparents or a sibling or like a friend that doesn't, you know, use it, and it doesn't cost them or you anything. So, and then you can sub through, if you sub through the app with Prime, it doesn't cost you anything through subbing through the app either. Like, it's also free. But if you sub with a regular sub that costs money through the app, it's $6 I think on Android. And then I think the sub tokens, you buy a sub token on iOS and then use the sub token to sub, so it's like $6 I believe on iOS. Or you can do the !sub. Yeah, someone typed it right there.
Must defend it. One friendly
This is
remaining.
real bad.
Oh, that was bad.
The bomb diffuser has been successfully deployed.
Oh,
Failed.
that was
All
quick.
friendlies have been neutralized.
Image Da Vinci for the Prime sub. Easy Mac Daddy for the 200 bits. Hope all is well. Very good. Thank you very much. Well, that kind of. I might just anchor. Right. Well, the reason that it's more expensive to sub directly through the application, like once again, if you use the mobile web browser, it's the same price as desktop. But if you're buying bits, or if you're subbing, like Apple or Google, add 30%.
Protect the bomb.
Purchases, in-app purchases through Google, that's for any app that you do. Google takes 30%. So basically what Twitch is doing is they're just charging you what Google is charging them, more or less, right? Kind of makes sense. So if you sub to the mobile web browser, or buy bits to the mobile web browser, you save money. Not tipping. No, that's different. This is a transaction fee. Not at all like tipping. It is very much not optional.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Twitch is actually eating a larger amount of the cost because they charge like $5.99,
Op 4 has
right,
located
for
the
the sub. When really they should be charging like what? That's an extra 20%. So they should be charging $5. They should be charging $6.25 if they charged. So they're actually losing money when you sub on mobile a little bit. Also, too, what you can do is, like, if you want to sub right now through the mobile app, like, you can sub now through the mobile app and pay the extra $1, and then when you get, you can change. So the thing is if you sub on mobile and you want to stay subbed forever, it's $1 more forever. But what you can do is you can sub for the $6, like, you can sub for the extra amount, and then you can, Why? Oh my god.
Op 4, last operator standing.
You can sub for the at $6, and you can go on a desktop and change your sub to a $5, like to $5, right? So sub through the mobile app, pay $6, and then switch it to a $5. Switch it to a lower amount after.
Compromised.
No, it's not discrimination for it's just that's what Apple or Google charge. Which one helps me out? Subbing through the app or giving Twitch? It doesn't matter. Whatever's I always tell people whatever's easiest for you to sub, you know, that's cool with me. That's cool with me. Always very much appreciated. This guy walked past the fucking goo. Oh my god, I hate this fucking game.
15 seconds.
If you want to send tips, you can just type !donate. Yeah. You can, it's like a tip donate type of thing. There's like, they take like credit cards, cryptocurrency, and PayPal. Bits work too, yeah. You can type !bits, buy bits. Or you can buy bits through the mobile app. You get 30% more bits if you buy them through the !bits link. Or you pay 30% less money. How often do people donate cryptocurrency? Not very often. Dude, I feel like people were just like, they wanted me to add cryptocurrency donations just to say that, like, I accept cryptocurrency. You know what happened? I shit you guys not. I had, like, it seemed like a lot of people, like, asking me to add cryptocurrency donations. So I was like, okay, like, I'll add cryptocurrency donations. And I, like, added them. And, like, I think I got like a few cryptocurrency donations, and like I noticed the clips where I got those cryptocurrency donations got like 20,000 views. So I think I was like one of the first streamers to use cryptocurrency donations, and they like just wanted to get streamers to use it, and they were like clipping it and like putting it on like cryptocurrency forums. Cause I think I've got like, it's not nothing. Like I think I've got like maybe I've had it since the very beginning for like 2 years now. I've been streaming for like 2.5 years. So yeah, probably like a month or two after I started streaming, I added cryptocurrency donations. And I think like I maybe got like $100 cryptocurrency donations, or maybe like 200. I don't know, I'd have to check, something like that. I mean, hey, overall worth setting it up, but it was just like kind of funny. Like the way that people were like spamming me and asking for me to add them, I was like, oh dude, there must be like a ridiculous amount of people that like are gonna donate cryptocurrency now. Like this is nuts. Die, 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 die. You have 10 health. I know you can actually sub with a gift card too. Oh yeah, that's something that is kind of underrated. So I remember when I first got my charm, some dude was like, "Oh dude, I just found a fucking Subway gift card underneath my bed, and I subbed you on Twitch with a Subway gift card." So yeah, you can sub with like a Subway gift card and shit. And thank you very, very much for the $10 from Abdul. Very, very much appreciated. Hey George, you should play Callie more. I really love how you play her. I'm a Glasman, and I enjoy watching you play Callie a lot. If you play Glas, that would also be awesome. Yeah, I'm down. Honestly, Callie's fun as fuck. I was gonna play Callie anyways, because that long angle, oh, it's so satisfying clipping people from there. And thank you much, Da Vinci for the Prime. Again, thank you. What's going on, Evan? Well, thank you, Abdul. I appreciate the 10. Thank you. Very much. We'll play some Callie too. All right. Play some Callie. This angle is literally my favorite angle in the game right now. I love this angle. Subway's your bank. Actually, no. You're saying now the cryptocurrency that I got donated is worth like, I didn't keep it. I cashed it out. But if I would have kept the cryptocurrency that people donated to me, it was like, I don't know. If it's worth like 25% of what it was when people donated it to me.
He is fucking breakdancing his rook.
And thank you very, very much, Ducky T, for gifting 50 subs in a row. Very, 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 very much appreciated.
He's fucking breakdancing his rook.
Oh, I got a gift as well. I got a gifted a sub. Well, thank you very much, Ducky T, for gifting 50 subs in a row. Very, very, very much appreciated. Extremely generously, generous of you. I'll read all the subs off too. Oh, let me get this angle first. All right, I will read off all 50 of these. Every time someone donates subs, no matter how many they donate, I will read every one of them off. Hold on.
He is fucking breakdancing.
They reinforced! You can, normally if this isn't reinforced, you could see the top of the main staircase. Well, that's my favorite angle in the game when people don't reinforce it. You can see the main staircase from this angle. I actually put a clip on Instagram of this before.
Wow.
Yeah. They're watching my stream? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. We already knew that before we got in the game, though. But thank you very, very much again, Ducky T, for getting 50 subs. One to Schlag, Master with the 4 months, Eva with the 5 months. Muck Leaky, Rex Nitro the 2 months, Cake for You the 2 months, Alejo, Grand Daddy with the 2 months, ADB, STR Envy, LJ Low, Terrible T with the 7 months, Una TV, Gen 007, King of Hentai, Move Like IQ, I Am JM, Tucker with the 2 months, Josh with the 7 months, Owishi, Freely Vibin, Dat Boy JJ, King X Malice with the 3 months, Gal, Baby Gravy, Foline, Tatty with the 2 months, S Kite with the 3
He is
months.
fucking break
Batman K93 with the 4 months. Vexed and Fusion. Mushroom King with the 2 months. Rage for the 1 with the 7 months. Ray Chan, Bonks, Nemo Young, Big Worm Texas with the 2 months. Brainless NMS, Wissy with the 3 months. Iron Reverse with the 2 months. TC the Guru, Tank 1926, Hank Hill with 2 months. AC2 Lover Ali with the 6 months. Iman, Zim 23, Send Pizza with the 11 months. Elise Gaming, Blue Juju, Spaceman with the 2 months. Partha, and Simp with the 7th month resub. All 50 of those subs were very generously gifted by Ducky T. Remember, if you were lucky enough to get gifted a sub by Ducky T, I just put the link in the chat a bunch of times. There's a link to sub on Twitch, which if you were lucky enough to get gifted a gifted sub counts. That works just as well. And then a link to link up your Ubisoft account and Twitch account. That drops -register.ubi.com link. Make sure you click that link and link up your Ubisoft account and Twitch account. And then you get my Rainbow Six charm. You get to keep that charm on all your current guns, on all your future guns, on Xbox, PlayStation, on PC, everywhere, every time. You get
What
like.
happened to you, George? You just get rocked off the map or what?
I went to that angle to use Cali, like that long top stair sniper angle, and then of course with like no information or drones or anything like that, some guy just runs out and shoots me. Considering Valkyrie's banned and the default was shots. Oh.
I mean, I know for a fact
He
you're
is
bullying
fucking
stream site.
I know. I'm sure they probably all are. This guy just like runs out from like the bottom window, which no one ever does, and runs up there and shoots me. So it's not that surprising.
Drone has located a bomb.
Knowers, as you would say.
I would say. Definitely some knowers. Anyway, Qwerty, 100 and
He is fucking breakdancing.
Prime sub. Thank you very, very much. And Dr. T, again, thank you very, very much once again for the extremely generous 50 gifted subs. And if you got gifted a sub, remember, any type of sub works to get the charm. A tier 1, 2, or 3 sub, an Amazon Prime sub, or a gifted sub. Just make sure you're subbed in any way, shape, or form for 1 month, and then you get to keep the charm forever. On all your guns, your current guns, this charm. On all your current guns and all your future guns on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. This is the only way to get it, is to sub on Twitch. Or if you're lucky enough to get gifted a sub. You can scroll down to the first Twitch panel or type !charm. Why do some streamers prefer subs over donations? To me, it's like it's all good. Like if people are gonna donate or sub in any way, I'm always appreciative of it. Whatever they want to do is fine.
He is fucking breakdancing.
I always tell you, you don't feel like you have to sub. Don't feel like you have to donate if you want to. Very, 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 very much appreciate it, but you know. I don't ever want people to feel like they have to by any means. And thank you very much for the $10 from Abdullah. Hey, KingGeorge, my highest rank is Gold 1. I can never pick it past Gold Lane because I solo queue and play with 120 to 130 ping. You consider my rank to be terrible. Gold 1 or Gold rank considered to be a scrub rank. There's no such thing as like, as long as you're trying to play and you're trying to get better. That's what's important. Like the actual rank that you have doesn't really matter. It's more about like, for us, it's about enjoying the game and having fun. And gold is, statistically speaking, it is like a higher than average rank. I think average rank is, I think low gold, I believe, so. And soloing, yeah, soloing is a pain in the ass. It's definitely not easy, to say the least. So that's definitely good. All right, there's a guy in party, full HP. Oh, yeah. If you're solo queuing too, I always give people this advice, but if you're solo queuing, always like, you can try to just, anytime you have a teammate that's a good teammate, just add them on Uplay and be like, hey, do you want to play, like, good game? Like, I enjoyed playing with you as a teammate. And then eventually, like, once you do that for a while, you'll have a big list of people, and you won't ever have to solo queue unless you actually want to solo queue.
Drop the diffuser.
So.
Down to one friendly.
I think much Icy GQ for the Prime sub. Very much appreciated.
Bomb has been located. We have been eliminated.
What's going on, Chippins?
Aren't siege seasons are like what, 3 months usually?
Oh yeah. There's like plenty of time this season.
Oh no, I'm just curious. I didn't know like the average date for season.
I'll play Glaz. Why not? I actually have not played Glaz since the new update for him.
He is fucking breakdancing as Rook.
I think much Cat Turtle Pizza for gifting us sub the Trippins with a 2-month resub. Welcome back. But again, thank you very, very much, Ducky T, for gifting 50 subs. Very, 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 very generous of you.
We need to locate a bomb.
What VPN service do I use? Nord. If you type !VPN, there's like a link for it. They're not like currently sponsoring the stream, but they have in the past. Yeah, it's right there.
10 seconds. Insertion in 5 seconds. You must locate and defuse a bomb.
Do I like my M55? Yeah, I really like my M55. It's nice. They're pretty inexpensive as well. You can scroll down and there's Amazon links, or you can type !Corsair, and then you could buy it wherever it's cheaper. I always tell people, but yeah, it's a really good mouse. It's a great mouse. M55 is a very, very, very good mouse.
You located a bomb.
Got shot through the smoke. I just got shot through the smoke, and I'm pretty sure a wall as well. Nice, man. And thank you very much for the $10 from Abdullah again. Thing is, I play on Xbox One and PS4 on EU servers. Since I live in the Middle East and people never use their mics on console, plus EU servers, you get a lot of foreign speakers who don't speak any English. It makes it really difficult to climb. Yeah. You know what you can do too is there's always like different internet groups and stuff like that to find people to play with as well. And I mean, you know, even if it's more rare, you just take advantage of those opportunities where you have like a good teammate. You just take advantage of those opportunities where you actually have a good teammate and just add them. Like I said, it'll probably be less frequently since you're, you know, it's on console where people don't talk, but when you do find that teammate, definitely take advantage of it and add them. Yeah, let's see. I don't know how much the M55 is right now. They run sales on them like constantly. They're really good mice and they're pretty cheap. Like generally they're about 25 to 30 bucks. There it is, M55 Pro. They're 40 on the Corsair website. And on Amazon, I think they're 86 grams.
No.
The diffuser
time for this. This is not the play.
You're out of time.
Oh, they're sold out on Amazon. Well, I guess they sold very well. They're literally sold out on Amazon. So the cheapest place you can get one right now is the Corsair website. They're literally they're $39.99. So if you want to buy it off Amazon, they're $39.99 with free Prime shipping for the white one. They don't have any black ones in stock. They're sold out. And then if you go to the Corsair website, then you could go to the Corsair website and you could buy one. And if you use like type !Corsair, and then you can get 10% off if you use code KingGeorge. So it's like you get, you know, $4 off or so. Take a smoke. So yeah, but you know, you could wait for them to go on sale too. I've seen them go on sale for as low as $25 on the Corsair website and on Amazon as well. So you can scroll down. There's like Amazon links, and or you can type !Corsair, like either one. At Best Buy it's 25. Yeah, then just get it at Best Buy. Yeah, buy it wherever it's cheapest. That's what I always tell people. How long does it take the charm to come to your account? Generally a few hours.
5 seconds left. Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
This is my favorite mouse I've owned personally. It's one of the reasons that I signed a contract with Corsair over like other companies, because I really like this mouse and everything. I got to use it before it came out. I just couldn't tell anybody about it, but yeah, I got to use this mouse like a long time before it came out.
My evil eye has your back.
He is.
Why is it so great? I mean, when it comes to a mouse, it's about having a good optical sensor, being under 100 grams, generally speaking. I mean, some people like heavier mice, but yeah, under 100 grams, optical sensor, and ohm-run switches. Like, those are like the musts for a mouse. Past that, it's about like if you like the shape of the mouse, and I really like the shape. It's a good sized mouse. Like, I have really big hands and it fits my hand well. I have a white and a black one both. I'm using the white one right now, but yeah. They're both really nice. I think the white, like, I know this is gonna sound dumb, but the light on the back of it, when the RGB light is going at, when the light's going off, looks really cool when it's against like the white background. Nice. So that's honestly the reason that I'm using it. Other than that, they're the same mouse, so. I don't think it's really, it's made, I don't know what size hands it's really made for. Yeah, I'll show you. I have a mouse cam, so. This is the mouse, and like, this is my hand on it when I'm using it. And I have like very big hands. My hands are like 21 centimeters. But like sometimes I'll use it like this too, where like I curl my fingers up a little bit, so this way they're not hanging over the edge. But I feel like if your hands are between like say 16 to like 20 to 20 like 1 centimeters or 22, then you're probably like pretty well off. It'll be a good mouse, good size. I think it's standard 7321 from Twitch Prime 2 month resub. Welcome back. Yeah, but definitely, Abdul, if you're playing on PS4 and Xbox, just try to find those people mics. I know it's probably more difficult, but if you're playing all the time, you should be able to find a few people here and there. And then what's nice too is like once you find a few people, sometimes like they have some friends as well, and then you meet their friends, and like, you know, that's kind of how you can start. Yeah, pretty much everybody that I've recommended this mouse to, like, really likes it, so. I like this mouse a lot more than the Harpoon. The Harpoon's okay, but, like, I really like this mouse, like, a lot more.
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
What keyboard do I have? Corsair K70. I've used the same Corsair keyboard for, like, I don't know, 7 years or 8 years. Not the exact same keyboard, but like the same model. K70, classic K70 with red switches. That's the keyboard I've used like forever.
He is fucking breakdancing in book.
I don't like the M65 that much, to be honest. It's a very, once again, this is what a mouse comes down to. It comes down to liking the shape. I don't like the shape of the M55 personally, or the M65. I'm sorry. The M55 is what I'm using. I love the fucking shape of it. I think it's a great mouse. But yeah, I am definitely not a fan of the 5 shape. I think it's a good mouse on paper though. A little heavy. But it has a great sensor in it. It has great switches on the mouse. Yeah. Also, yeah, I don't really like mice with sniper buttons as much, but... What kind of PC do I have? I have a Corsair Vengeance pre-built PC. Of course, like, it's because they sponsor me. You could exclamation point Corsair, you can see it there, or you can scroll down. If you scroll down below, there's like Amazon links with all that stuff too. I would recommend most of the time that if you want a pre-built PC, it's really nice to have a pre-built because obviously like there's like no headache involved with it. You just, you know, use the computer. That's it. But you generally will save money for the most part.
User is now secure.
You'll generally save money and get more for your money if you build your own computer. But, you know, that's your decision to make. If you want a pre-built, it is pretty nice to just fucking goddamn it. Why is this guy here? There's one back electrical, one garage.
Last stop standing. Bomb has been located. Op 4 eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, you'll get the best value if you build your own PC. But if you want to get a pre-built one, you can type exclamation point Corsair and check them out.
I am not losing, George. I'm not losing.
No, man, sweating. We reversed the roles this time. This time you carried, and I didn't do shit.
Yeah. I straight up just fucking, I don't know, I was feeling it that game.
Good. Fuck those guys. Snipe and lose. No, it's drip snipes. You still playing?
I mean, I can't. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
I think I have one first too. I can get Road. I need Road. Add me on this account. It's Real and Taro. Double Justin often. Yeah, good amount. Yep.
I'm on my second account as well, so.
Okay, yeah, just add me. It's just Real and Taro. So.
Okay.
There was a Road that was like adding me repeatedly, by the way. Is that you or no?
No, that's not me. It's my friend. I did it for like memes, but.
Okay. Yeah, I would generally recommend that you like build a PC out. I mean, yeah, you can like, I think Corsair makes great shit. Like their parts are generally very high quality. And like, got it. They're very high quality, like nice stuff. So I mean, you could build a PC and put Corsair stuff in if you want. But yeah, generally speaking, buying a pre-built very nice because you literally just fucking open the box and start playing games. It's nice. And there's a full warranty for everything, but what you can do is if you want to save money, which is what I always recommend people do, is I recommend you buy the parts yourself, especially on sale. If you can get them on sale, you can use like, whatever, Amazon and stuff like that, or PC Part Picker to like build out a PC on PC Part Picker. Nice part about PC Part Picker is it shows you which parts are compatible with each other. And then you could just, even if you don't know how to build a computer yourself, you can go to like a local shop and let them put the computer together for you and pay them to put it together, and you'll still probably save money over getting a pre-built. But like a pre-built can make sense in like certain situations. Like if you're just like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to put it together, I don't want to order the parts separately, I don't want to deal with this, I just want a completely like put together computer shipped to my fucking house, don't give a fuck. Like, I'll generally you spend like a couple extra $100 maybe over like buying the parts. If you get all the parts on sale and stuff, you might save more. It just depends. You might save more. It just depends, honestly. If you're like, I don't really care, then just buy a pre-built. And thank you very much for the $10 from Adela. Thank you. I think the enemy team is stream sub yours because when you played Cali, they knew exactly your location. Same with Glaz and Buck. If I played against you, I'd never scumbag and stream snipe you. Terrible attitude people haven't seen. Yeah, those guys were, unfortunately. Yeah, they have a past history of doing so. We'll say that much. But yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, we still won, luckily. Which is good. Yeah, it's not that hard to build a computer, but I'm saying if people don't want to, there's always the option of like paying someone else to build it for you. And this way you could still get that savings of building your own computer. But if you're just like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to deal with any of this shit, then you can buy a pre-build. What's going on, Dylan? The best part about building a new PC is when it won't post. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually a higher rank on this account than my main account. I've barely played on my main account right now. Honestly, though, it's a yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, not everyone thinks that way, Adol, but thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I actually hate building computers. I used to kind of like it, but nah, man. I don't like it anymore. You've been trying to sub to your favorite midget with Prime on mobile and it won't work. Any tips? Make sure your account's linked up, which I think it is because you have the Prime crown. So type !Prime and then !sub. Try through that. If it's, you can also tap the middle video player if your account's linked up, and there should be a sub button in one of the corners. If your Twitch account, Prime account are linked up, you can sub off mobile with Prime, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's also free. So just tap the middle of the screen. There should be a sub button in one of the four corners. So should be. Or on the bottom of the video player. Normally it's bottom left or right. Yeah, honestly, dude, I don't like now, unless you get a smoking deal on a graphics card or RAM, the price difference is negligible between pre-built and building yourself. Yeah, I think it's like you generally pay like a couple $100 or something like that more. It depends. Like if you get stuff on sale, you can save a lot of money. You can save a lot of money if you get stuff on sale, though. And it also depends. I don't know. It just depends realistically, too. Sometimes pre-builds are, it depends what like the price cycle is for graphics cards and shit. Sometimes a pre-built is the exact same price or cheaper. Like it's happened in the past where that's been the case. But generally speaking, it's cheaper to build yourself by like a couple $100, sometimes more. It just depends on the price cycle. Like right now, we're near the end of a price cycle for graphics cards. I haven't really looked at PC parts in a long time. I haven't looked at PC parts in a long time, but I remember the last time that I looked, it was like a few years ago, and it was like literally like $100 more to buy a pre-built, but you would potentially get better quality parts. You shouldn't look at the raw specs either of stuff too. You should look at the parts that are inside of it and compare parts for parts. Because sometimes, yeah, you can like build a computer that's cheaper, but you're using cheaper parts. Or alternatively, you might be able to build it for the same price as a pre-built, but the pre-built's using cheaper parts. So it's like it's important to compare the parts. Right. I'll give you a good example too. Like I bought a power supply. I remember a long time ago. It's one of the I bought a power supply for a computer, and the power supply was like a very expensive power supply. It was like I think it was $300 at the time. And I bought it because I wanted to do, like, at the time, like, graphics cards and CPUs, especially when you're overclocking your CPUs, they fucking destroyed wattage. This was, like, 6-7 years ago, probably. They fucking destroyed, like, I remember I had an i7 920, and it used, like, 300 watts of power, I think, just for the fucking chip when it was overclocked. And then, the graphics cards that I had like 7970s, and overclocked, they used like 250 watts like each. And then plus like all the other shit I had in the fucking computer as well. So, or maybe it was more, maybe it was 350. I forgot what it was, but when I calculated the power over, we can try requeuing. I remember when I calculated the power requirements, it was like 900 watts. So I needed like 1,000+ watt power supply. So I think I bought like a 1,200 watt or 1,000 watt. Something, I forgot what it was. Something like that. It was so long ago, I don't remember. But I bought that power supply and it was very expensive, and it died. And the company went out of business. And I was just fucked pretty much. Have you been playing Siege since day one? Which operator has been the most powerful since day one? Was it always Jaeger? Probably the most powerful operator. Probably, yeah. Like, I feel like Jaeger or like Ash or probably Twitch. Probably Twitch is like the best operator that's ever, pound for pound, I would say, since she's been out. Yeah, I mean, I was able to replace it, but I had to buy another power supply, like, with money out of my pocket instead of using my warranty. I remember I was actually, like, really pissed off about that. I was really... I forgot what the company... It was... I think... Let me look it up. I think this might be it. It was BFG. I remember I bought their, like, 1,200... Some shit like that. No... I don't think so. No. Maybe this was it, actually. Yeah, this is it. BFG 1,200 watt power supply. Competitively priced at $250. I think this was it. And the company went on I'm almost positive that's the power supply. And the company went out of business and my power supply fried. And I think I had to spend like another like $250 or $300 getting a new one. Dude, 1,200 watt PSU is not overkill. Like, now that's overkill. You guys don't know. PCs back in the fucking day, dude, in like in like the early, like the late 2000s and like early 2000s, they used to fucking annihilate like electricity. Like, that was obviously like fucking overkill a little bit, because I had two 7970s in Crossfire, but like, yeah, there were people running dual 1,200 watt power supplies. Like, let me check this out. Like, I remember the old i7s.
That took a while, but...
Yep.
Made it. Oh boy, we're playing someone named Boomer Cream, level 44.
1.8 4 KD.
Yep.
Interesting.
Is anybody shocked? Not me.
Well, we'll see. Don't ban Blackbeard, I guess. Okay.
Not Rizma's level 79.
Yeah, I mean, like chips back then. Okay, so peak power usage for an Intel Core i7 920 at 4 gigahertz, which I had mine overclocked at 4 gigahertz, was 417 watts of power. 400 just for the power supply. That's why you needed like a big power supply back then. Power usage, like CPUs and GPUs are like infinitely more power efficient than they used to be. Yeah, EU servers are definitely more populated though, for sure, at this time. Oh, you know what? Let's ban Echo. Let's take. And then much so to see you for the Twitch Prime 18 months. All hail the king. Thank you very much. Ease a cat in Canada for 10 months. Hey Boomer, wish I could watch the stream, but I can't since it's 8 a.m. Well, have a good night.
We don't know if they're cheating though.
Sure.
All an assumption right now.
That's just for the power supply, 417
Apparently
watts
how the
peak
seasons go,
usage.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Okay. Now I had two 7970s.
I feel like I see every other day on Twitter, because I follow some R6 people on Twitter. Every other day there's people talking about cheaters on the timeline.
He is fucking breakdancing his rook.
Yeah.
It disgusts me.
Okay, a 7970
I want a world without
could
cheaters.
uses peak power usage,
very nice.
not
Especially if they, like,
overclocked.
face it back.
314 watts of
Yeah.
power.
That'd be cool. Some type of actual good anti-cheat.
So hypothetically speaking, if I was playing a
Cheaters
game,
on our team,
okay, my
George?
CPU would be using. Wait, sorry, what was that?
CU's on our team.
Oh, that guy might be a cheater. Yeah, that guy was like really shady when we were playing against him earlier. His KD went down by like 0.3 or 4, I think. If I'm thinking, it might not be the same person.
It was the same guy, but I think he was one of the worst ones. And he was solo queuing, so I don't know.
So think about it like this: 314 watts of power times 2. Okay, times 2. Plus, like, what was it, 420 or something like that?
5 seconds.
Yeah, fuck your drone.
You must protect your bombs from being defused by Op 4.
Okay, so we're talking like 400, just say
Not a good way to
400
start.
watts
We
of
need to
power. It was more than that. Plus 314, plus 314. We're looking at 1,028 watts of power just for CPU and the 2 GPUs running at full capacity.
Throwing magnet.
I hope they don't come garage.
Okay. Plus, that's not including like RAM and like, you know, just whatever other shit in your PC too. There's a guy in kitchen.
Increasing our defenses. Defense is up.
I had like an i7 920 at the time.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Right.
He is fucking breakdancing.
That's why, like, if you had a good computer back in the like 1,000-watt power supplies were not when the i7 series of power CPUs came out. 1,000-watt power supplies were not uncommon at all. Like if you had a an SLI or a Crossfire setup, you needed like 1,000 watts minimum. I think much official wrote for the sub. Very much appreciated. The 300 bits from Not Rain official. Love you, KG. Keep the good work, Chief. Thank you very much, Not Rain. And Scammer for the Twitch Prime 4 months. Welcome back. Right. I mean, the old hardware was less power. Right now, current current hardware uses a third of the power and produces.
Friendlies were eliminated.
It uses a third of the electricity and produces like 4 times as much power. It's like ridiculous. It's great. It's an amazing time to play games.
Oh, we should definitely go mirror.
Bank is a must pick. Sniper and tag, go Cali. Oh yeah, this map is really fun on the top level. I always play Cali on the parking garage, or I push garage with a sniper. Really fun. I'll get the hatches and open. Yeah. No, when I tell it's funny though. Every time I bring, every time like I tell people like, oh yeah, like I used to have a 1200 watt power supply. They look at me like I'm a fucking maniac, but it's like that's just the way it was. Like if you wanted a good setup back in the day, like you needed a 1000 watt power supply. Like, even think about it, right? Say you're not even doing crossfire. Just graphics card and CPU overclocked is 700 watts of power. That's without, you know.
Seconds left.
Thankfully, things are different now.
Razor wire is deployed.
Increased surveillance on bomb. Op 4 has diffuser.
Alright, I'll just go through the
I'm gonna
desk.
try and hold garage.
Okay, I'll make it long angles.
Damn, these guys got in there.
Building new magazine. Doorway barricaded.
I'm coming from garage.
Well, now there's
You left garage, you
now
called
there's
up.
no reason to get
So I assume they're not coming.
now there's no reason to get a 1000 watt power supply. But like I was explaining back then, yeah, it was definitely not. I wouldn't say it was like super common, but like if you were building a beefy setup, you know, you would generally see 1000+ watt power supply. I think there was a company that made a 2000 watt power supply, like around that time, because like there was people that were running like dual setups. That's fucking ridiculous.
They blew the wall. They're droning site.
Looking back, I don't think I'd ever buy SLI or Crossfire ever again.
Garage is still clear.
I would never get SLI or Crossfire. No
Just
games,
run inside.
especially now in modern day, no games
Everything.
are even optimized for Crossfire or SLI.
Oh, they got vault hatch too. One's sitting on vault hatch.
Yeah.
They got vault
Back
hatch
then it
now.
used to be okay, but
She's watching now. No, that was Rook roaming up top. Yeah, you gotta call it in game to the mirror.
Target located. Basement.
come when they're planning. I have the game. Guys, fried some dude.
I think it was Sophia. Let me look.
Yeah. This is,
Alright, there's a therm on ping. You
he's
hit him with your
down
shoulder.
one. No.
Nah.
Okay, got me. He has like 60.
Located a bomb.
Yeah, he's
You know one friendly remaining. Op 4 last.
I think he's coming through your rotate behind you.
5 seconds left.
Nice, good job, dude.
Hostiles eliminated.
Most common for higher end PCs is 1200 watts now. I don't follow like enthusiast setups right now, to be honest, because realistically, it doesn't make sense to go like balls to the walls on a PC anymore. I don't think it never made sense even back then. But for me now, like a PC is more of like I just want a good, reliable PC that doesn't like. I'd rather upgrade more often, I suppose. Like now, I'd rather upgrade every other generation rather than upgrading once every, say, like, you know, every like 3 or 4 generations, but spending a lot more money. Tell it to somebody is a 10K. I mean, Summit's PC is sponsored. Like now, I upgrade every generation, but it's not. It's because I'm streaming. It's not. Normally, I wouldn't do that. I just upgrade it. So like the first PC I ever got. I think the best way to do it is to buy like an i7 or something, you know, equivalent AMD card, you know, chip, and then upgrade your graphics card every other generation. That's probably like if you want to get like great settings, all the fucking, and then do a full upgrade every 4 generations. That's probably like I think at least like pretty much the best way to have really a good PC, good settings, good shit, good FPS in every game. A good amount of time. Yeah, I mean, even my Corsair PC, like I got it for free. That's stream. I'm not. It's streamer. If some company gave me like a 10K PC, like fuck yeah, I would take that shit, dude. But if Corsair's like, hey, you want like a $10,000 computer? I'll fucking be like, hell yeah, I'll take a $10,000 computer. But like, would I ever buy one and build a $10,000 computer with my own money? No. I'd probably get like. If I was building a computer right now, I'd use like whatever, like a, you know, a 9700K, probably like a 2080 or a 2080 Ti, and then, you know, 32 gigs of RAM, good motherboard, all whatever, the rest of the PC. Like, you know, medium range, like, you know, good line of products, but nothing like crazy expensive. Making the play.
I'm literally just wasting these guys' time down here.
They double. Okay, just got off a cam. That sucks. There's 2 at the double door on the balc. A 20. Yeah, the only reason I buy the 2080 is because I stream. Otherwise, I wouldn't buy a 2080. Sorry, Ti. I have a regular 2080 right now and a 9700K. I'd probably get a 9900K and a 2080 Ti if I was like building my own computer. Obviously, I'm gonna go like a bit overkill. Like streaming is my job, and I spend.
One main stairs dead. I don't have a C4.
Corsair gave me my whole computer that I have right now. Yeah, like it's a pre-built. It's a Corsair Vengeance pre-built PC. It's a 9700K in it. A 2080, very fucking nice computer. Like it runs Siege at, you know, 200 to 300 FPS consistently on high settings. No, I have a streaming PC. If I was building it myself, I probably would have thrown a 2080 Ti in it, and I would have put a 9900K. But if they're giving it to me for free, then I'm not gonna complain that much.
There's a guy down here. I don't know where he went.
I have a VR headset, yeah. I was gonna build a new computer. And because Corsair ended up giving me this PC, I ended up buying a Valve Index. I was like, fuck it, I'll, you know. The Ti has like 30% more power, but it costs like twice as much. Not really worth it, honestly, but it's one of those things where like, yeah, it's like you're getting depreciating returns, I suppose, but.
Oh, I wasted so much time below too.
It's it's like, eh. You're also like if I didn't stream all day, then I would probably not get the 2080 Ti, but because I do, I'm just like, once again, I don't have one right now, but If I was gonna build my own PC out of my own pocket, I would have put a 2080 Ti. But if I'm getting a 2080 for free, I'm not gonna buy a 2080 Ti. Like, there's no point of like spending the extra money. And like I said, it's not even for Siege. Like, for Siege, a 2080 is like fucking overkill, frankly. It's fucking overkill. It's more for like VR and stuff, and like fucking around in like other games. Even like any new game that comes out, I get like 100 plus FPS on all high settings, or more, like 100 to like 200 FPS. Even like brand fucking new games that are coming out, I'm getting like, you know.
10 seconds to go.
This guy's running at
5
the
seconds.
top. I have a dedicated streaming PC, so it's not about that. My gaming PC is like just for gaming, and that's it, nothing else. I'm running open right now. One's in the back of open. It's a vigil.
I'm just gonna try to take her.
He's in the back again. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go upstairs and flank him.
Can open the hatches.
Yeah. Have an impact into archive.
Okay, I got his main. I got his lobby side.
Okay. I'm pushing up on him. I don't know where does he die from?
He was prone on the
He's
floor.
prone. What is he doing?
Yeah.
But like, honestly, what is this guy doing? Oh well. Okay.
You have located a bomb.
Right. I mean, Siege is a game from 2015, so it's not that difficult to get 240 plus FPS, but.
What's up, Therm?
The most important thing are the dips, right? Like, I don't really care about like what the max FPS is. I don't care what the average is. I care about the lowest FPS, and like the lowest FPS I get right now is like 200, which is good. If it went any lower than like that's what I want, because I have a 240 hertz monitor.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
No, I mean I have a 200 and the only thing I don't have on is like anti-aliasing and that shit. I have anti-aliasing off. Other than that, I have everything on high or very high, like all the highest settings pretty much. Not ultra. I don't have the ultra HD texture pack, but I have everything on very high right now.
Yeah, I see a lot of people, what they'd end up doing with like 20 seconds left is they still try to go for the plant. Just gotta rush it at that point.
There's one dude on a mirror, like he has a
Yeah.
shotgun, a smokes, and his SMG. Like there's no way he's killing all you. Just swing on his ass.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, these are like the settings that I have right now. It's I'm displaying this
Honestly, should have killed him. I just
to
suck
you guys and my streaming PC, and I'm still getting,
Use your drone to locate a
you
bomb.
know, 240 FPS.
all worked out.
Full screen, 240 hertz, 16:9 graphics, very high. Oh, texture filtering I have on linear. I thought I had that on. No, yeah, I have texture filtering on linear, And then everything else I have on like, well, this shit is like not really graphic intensive for the most part.
Drone has found a
It's
bomb.
more just like flutter on your screen, and then I have anti-aliasing off. I think antroscopic you can turn on like high, and it doesn't really affect. There's one of I think it's a texture filtering doesn't really affect your
10 seconds to insertion.
FPS too much. I forgot. Maybe it's not that.
5 seconds.
But I don't know. I feel like my game looks like it's pretty good.
Proceed to bomb's location and
No, I don't use 1440p. Not for competitive gaming. No.
Changing mag.
You can just type, if you missed that, just type exclamation point settings. I already have screenshots of all of this stuff. You don't have to clip it and all that stuff so you can remember. You can just type exclamation point settings. It's already there. I can't find the camera. Blind. I think someone shot it on the other side.
Behind the shield, yeah.
Yeah, I can pop that shit. Give me a sec.
Moved a little bit. Hold up. Keep pinging him. He's still
I'll
there.
distract him. I'll distract him with my Twitch drone. He went to the it's a Legion.
Cross left. He crossed left, right?
He left. He left.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna
He's pushing
fuck
up. Pushing
off.
back up.
Like,
Pushing back up. Okay, I'm redroning it. I'm droning it again. Hang on.
In the garage. I'm already deep.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
you have
he.
control garage.
I don't
Bottom
think
in.
he was expecting me to pop his shield like that. He fucking ran.
Those main stairs.
Okay, yeah, they're crossfiring this right now.
Yeah, there. There's two on the left, one on the right. We need to not all push here.
That's
Okay,
fine.
hold my right. I'm pushing left. Okay.
Yeah. I want to get closer. I'm not watching rotate.
He peeked the opposite door now. It's a fucking maniac,
They're
dude.
low. The Legion is 25.
Watch the baby Yoda. I'm throwing right now. I'm getting tired.
We have a drone. There's a mirror at the bottom of main.
Did barbed wire cause
I can ping
5
him. You wanna wall ping
damage?
him?
No.
You gotta shoot below the mirror though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, he moved. He moved back. Never mind.
Does the Ultra Texture Pack make the option
back
for
behind the
Ultra
back,
available? Yeah. Yeah.
That time.
I don't think it's worth it though. You get such a big reduction in FPS. It's just not worth it.
They have a smoke.
Down to one friendly. Bomb has been
Problem is the move, but we'll see.
Fucking lit up hard, bro.
seconds left. Op 4 eliminated
Nice try.
all friendlies.
I just shot the mirror.
George, I think we should have swapped. I think I should have swung with the F2 and you should have held the angle with the sniper.
Probably. I don't know. I honestly should have killed this guy, but alright, they're gonna be up now. Now is the fucking time. What is the aim training software I use? It's just called Aim Lab. Just type aim space lab into Steam and you can download it for free. Or you can type exclamation point aim lab and it'll, there you go. Austin was kind enough to type it in. That's the link, but yeah, just it's free software and they sponsor the stream too. But yeah, it's really good aim practice software.
Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
I haven't played Halo yet. I heard the fucking auto aim in it for controllers was like ridiculous. So I don't know if I'm gonna play the multiplayer. I'll probably play the single player eventually, like the co-op. But... The keyboard is decent as well. Yeah, like that kind of stuff I'm not dealing with, dude. I'm good. I'm not gonna like play a game that doesn't even have proper controls. I'll play the single player. I'm sure it's probably still fun, honestly. Why? This guy's peeking top elevator. It's a dock. Like, let me open the fucking windows, man. This jackass is just peeking a fucking 12x sniper.
Bro, what is this skylight?
Launching drone.
I mean,
cut off half the
I
angles.
constantly see people on Twitter complaining about how bad the aim assist is.
Device is going dark.
This guy's so dumb, man. He just peeks it all.
There's a cam out north side too.
No, Aim Lab does not charge you ever. There's no free trials. There's no ads. There's no paid
Janitor's capped it off. I'm
subscriptions.
coming
It's
in.
literally just
Top square.
free. That's
Can you
it.
get the wall or no?
It's literally just free. There's no trials, no ads,
Can you go
no
work out window
sign-ups. You literally can just play. It is just free.
Just gonna get shot.
There's no what's it called? There's no what's it called? There's no catches. It's literally just free. There's no catch. Thank venture capital money. Thank venture capital money and a passionate dev team who are neurologists. They're like literal doctors. And they dedicate their time to make the
I'm about to
software.
just run in and go for it.
So you can make an account like if you want to, but you don't have to make an account.
I got shot from janitor.
Anything that you lost from Zach Howell. I was diamond last season and played with different people. Now I'm plat 3 with 1.7 KD. I carry 10 a game and they drop donuts. Anyway, this game is making me mad knowing I'm losing to people that I'm better than. That's Maestro attachment. I use an ACOG and a compensator. I mean, yeah, it happens sometimes. And Slice Pie, thank you, then a bit Pog. I played that. I think that's the first. I'm playing so bad. I need to go to bed, dude. I kind of want to play one more. I'm being stream sniped, probably, but I'm just playing like shit either way. I think it's gonna be my last. I'm like really tired. I'm playing.
All good.
GG's, boys. Have a good night.
Too.
All right, chat. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to follow and turn on notifications. I stream Siege every single day, so make sure you to follow and turn on notifications if you're new. I stream, like I said, every day. Christmas, New Year's. Christmas, New Year's, my birthday, doesn't matter. Pretty much, yeah. Like any day, any holiday. If I'm sick, birthday, doesn't matter. I'm always here. So this is my Twitch
He is
page.
fucking break.
There's a heart button right here and a notification bell. The heart button's how you follow, and then the notification bell tells you when I go live. Even though I do stream every single day, I do not have a schedule. So that's why I say turn on the notifications as well, so you know when I'm going live. I do have a charm in the game as well. This is my Rainbow Six charm. And the Manage Crundle Terminator for the sub. This is what it looks like. It works on all your guns and all your future guns that will ever come out. It's good forever, for every gun ever. And if you sub on Twitch, that's the only way to get it. There's no other way to get the charm, but it works on all your guns that you have and all the future guns that will ever come out. It works on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, so everywhere. Yeah, wherever you have it, you get to keep it forever. You sub one time on Twitch for 1 month, and you get to keep the charm forever. So pretty cool. You could sub if I'm online or offline. If you're on YouTube, this stuff's in the description, but you go to this Twitch panel, scroll down the Twitch page, sub here on Twitch, and then link up your Ubisoft account and Twitch account. Wait a couple of hours, and it just automatically applies to your account. That's all you have to do. If you want to, you can link up your Amazon Prime account and Twitch account by clicking this link right here. You can also link up a family member or friend, such as a parent or a sibling or a grandparent, anybody like that. And instead of paying $5, you could sub for free at no cost to you, or if you're using someone else's sub, them. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. And make sure you do that, and you could sub every month for free at no cost to you. Doesn't cost you a cent. And thank you very much. We'll pay it for gifting 2 subs in a row. Very much appreciate it. One to Run Down Walrus, and this is Alex with the 3 months. Welcome back, and the equalizer for you for the Prime. Make sure you get your subs. If you got gifted one, that works. You can use a tier 1, 2, or 3 sub, an Amazon Prime sub, or a gifted sub. Doesn't matter. Any type of sub you have, it works. I have 2 YouTube channels. First and second channel right there, and all the social medias here. If you're on YouTube, all that stuff's in the description. Twitter account is in chat. I post on Twitter every day before I go live. Anything important always goes on Twitter. The main YouTube channel is right there. There's a new video on that channel every other day, edited stream highlight video, and yeah, so check it out. Check it out. Edited stream highlight video every other day there. And second YouTube channel is right there. There's a full game of Siege every single day on that channel that I upload, and I back up all my VODs there from Twitch. All the other games I play always go there. Instagram account is there. I post a little clip from the stream basically like every other day, and a public Discord server right there. On the Discord server, it's just public and open for everybody. And I'll put the charm information in chat a couple of times. And just make sure to follow and turn on notifications. I'm going to run all my end screens and ads. And thank you much, Shanjuk, for the Prime. I will see you guys tomorrow. We had a short stream today. This is the shortest stream we've had in, I don't know, a little while now. Yeah. This is only a 9-hour stream. 9-hour stream. Lazy streamer. Only 9 hours. Only 9 hours. Tomorrow we'll be back to normal schedule, though. We'll have a nice 12-hour stream, I think. I have one thing to do, but I'm going to wake up early and get it done, so this way we're back on the normal stream schedule. So, all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Remember to follow and turn on the notifications and get your charm. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.